All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, seem basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust saying you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Y'all already know the vibes, man. CamJNetwork, man. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing talk, man. Morning, Monday edition, man. You already know the vibes, man. Salute to my peoples out there, my family, man. Much love, much blessings, much peace, much prosperity upon everybody. You feel me? Yeah, we in the flesh today, this morning, man. I was gonna do this show yesterday, but I had a lot going on. It was my daughter's birthday and everything, so I was like, all right, we just postpone to do the show tomorrow. You know what I mean? So we are here this morning, man, in the flesh, man. Fresh this morning, you feel me, man? So what's popping out there with my peoples? My man, all things, y'all already know the vibe. Salute to my brother, all things out there. You heard my man, he said smash the like button. Make sure y'all smash the like button, hit the hype button, comment, subscribe, share as well, man. They help us in the algorithm, man. It is much appreciated for sure, man. You already know the vibes. And salute to my sister, Jag Queen Boxing, man. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to my sister, man. Putting in a lot of work over there, man, for sure. Salute to my sister. Hope you're feeling good this morning, my sister. You already know the vibes. My boy Dark Ken in the building. What's popping with you, man? Salute to your brother. Salute to you, man. So I ain't gonna even hold nothing up in particular, man. But we had a lot of action this weekend, I want to say, man. A lot of action, you know what I'm saying, this weekend in boxing this week, man. With from Friday, from the Pro Box TV card that went down Friday, and of course Saturday, man, multiple events Saturday, man. And yesterday Zuffa Boxing had their card last night. I was watching Zuffa last night, man. So It was definitely a lit weekend in boxing, man, for sure, man. So just to get into it, let's go ahead and start off with the first card I want to talk about from Saturday, which we're gonna start from top to bottom, how we do. The first card was BAHKRAM versus Josh Kelly, man, which was crazy. Was crazy, crazy right here and up there in the UK. Couple fights, you already know. My sis, she tapped into the girl, Elite Turhan. She got a win, retain her title, won by split decision. And her fight, of course, she's a significant name in the women's sport right now for sure. And of course, another significant name people probably know a little bit of, a little bit familiar with is Mr. Josh Padley. Mr. Josh Padley fought for a European title at 130 and got a knockout in his fight. And a little interested on this, but I'm not sure y'all something on this. Let me go ahead and run the clip on that, by the way. Run that clip while I find this, dog. Right.
A resurrected fighter, and Josh Perry shows he can be as well with a left hook that floors Belmedi. He was hurt previously a couple of times. The corner are trying to implore him on. The referee's got to take a close look here. He's been chewed up. Josh Perry is the new European super featherweight champion in emphatic fashion. A two-round knockout blitz of Jared Belmedi and Josh Padley at the beginning of 2026 builds on that last-minute flight to Riyadh.
All right, man. Yeah, so that was Mr. Josh Padley right there, stopping his offense the second round, man. And I know a lot of people was up there like, yeah, Josh Padley, man. Y'all see Josh Padley and shit. He cooking and shit and woo, woo, woo. I'm like, ah, Josh Padley's fighting at 130 for one. He done moved down to 135 to 130. If y'all want to add a little bit more context to Josh Padley for one. Then for two. For two, this is who he fought. Fought the man, Johab Bell Midi, whatever the hell you want to call it, their name, 23 and 3, 11 knockouts, got stopped already before he got stopped yesterday. You feel me? And the dude is coming off a loss, fighting Josh Padley. I mean, before that, you know what I'm saying? Before he lost in 2025, he was on a 7-fight win streak, and then got stopped in 2022. So, in general, you know what I'm saying? Josh Padley, great win, you know what I'm saying? But can't sit there and be talking like, oh, the opposition is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he just a whirlwind and he just whooping everybody ass off this motherfucker ever since he done lost to Shakur Stevenson, dog. Like we gotta add a little bit more context and be realistic, man, with the situation. You feel me? Josh Padley definitely doing this thing that he building upon his opportunity that he had with Shakur Stevenson for sure. You know what I mean? Salute to Josh Padley. He definitely doing this thing for sure, man. So let me see what's in the building, man. Salute to my brother, man, Tony, man. Shots of Sports podcast, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brothers, man, for sure. Salute to you, brother, man. I know you was waiting. Yeah, I had a lot of shit going on yesterday, dog. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and just go live in the morning, man, to cook up on this shit. I got a lot to cover on this shit, but enjoy. You gonna enjoy this shit. It's gonna be worth it for sure. So salute to my boy Trey Skills in the building, man. What's popping with you, my boy? What's good with you, bro? What's popping, man? Lee Jack in the building, man. My dog, Lee Jack. What's popping, my guy? What's popping? Cornelius Burning in the building, man. What's good with you, brother? Salute to you, brother. Much love, man. You already know the vibes, man. So, with that being said, continuing on with this BAHKRAM and Josh Kelly card, man. Um, Let me go ahead and play some footage from this BAHKRAM and Josh Kelly fight in particular. So let's go and get started with the first clip I got.
This guy touches down, not to Zayas in the fourth round. Glove hits the canvas, knockdown to Josh Kelly. What about that?
He's got to stay calm though, Josh Kelly.
Now it was crazy. When I seen this knockdown, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, BAHKRAM really just got knocked out by Josh Kelly on some shit like that. And the crazy part, it was like, I gotta run it back. Hold, let's see this shit that again, dog. That shit was crazy because it shocked the hell out of me when I was watching this fight live Saturday, dog.
This guy touches down, not to Zayas in the fourth round. Glove hits the canvas, knockdown to Josh Kelly. What about that?
He's got to stay calm though, Josh Kelly.
I'm like, damn, I'm like, for real, BAHKRAM on this shit right now, like, because me personally, Josh Kelly, like, he's a guy that's, a technical boxer and everything, and I don't see him, he don't have power, so it was surprising he hit him with that shot right there for real, definitely, and then I was like, what the hell is going on between this shit? BAHKRAM, he ended up getting a knockdown in the fight as well with Josh Kelly as well later on. And if you just watch the fight in general, man, between these two guys, like it was literally you got Josh Kelly, bro. Like this ain't boxing, bro. Like I gotta be real because I definitely let me pull my shit up. So this is what I said about the fight, man. I said, you know, I was reporting after the fight, sending out tweets, and I was like, man, close fight. Kelly outboxed BAHKRAM and took the title from BAHKRAM. I know some people was out there saying that the fight was close, that they felt BAHKRAM won. I didn't feel that for real, honestly, man. Um, the scores from the judges: John Bassel, 115, 111; Steve Gray, 114, 113. And which I felt that was accurate. I felt like Josh Kelly at least won by at least one round in my opinion. If they would have made this fight a draw, I wouldn't have been mad because of the fact of that Josh Kelly literally was just roaming around the ring, like throwing a jab here and there every day, and then he'll throw a little combination of shit. Like it wasn't that he was really just running around the ring from BAHKRAM. BAHKRAM was chasing him, and BAHKRAM didn't cut off the ring majority of the fight. You know what I'm saying? BAHKRAM was throwing a lot of heavy artillery, and the second half of the fight where it made the fight interesting, and where he definitely knocked him down in that fight as well later on. Let me see, what round was that? He knocked him in the ninth. So he got knocked down in the fourth round, and Josh Kelly got knocked down in the ninth round in that fight. And it was like BAHKRAM didn't oppose his will on Josh Kelly. He couldn't cut off the ring on Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly was roaming around the ring, and I'm just saying, bro, that's not gonna win you a lot of fights fighting that style, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just it was a ugly fight in particular, man. And BAHKRAM, he lost it, man. Motherfucker lost that shit, man. He gave up a lot of rounds to Josh Kelly in particular, man. And you lose your shit, especially when you on Josh Kelly basically on his platform. You know what I mean? And now BAHKRAM pretty much, he probably outside of the realm of the 154 shit. Now you got Josh Kelly. He's the new IBF 154-pound champion now, which is, of course, before the fight, we talked about this fight in particular with Josh Kelly, that he signed on to fight Boots Ennis if Boots Ennis doesn't fight Virgil Ortiz in particular. And it is do I like the matchup with Boots Ennis and Josh Kelly? Not crazy about it for real. I think you already know how I feel about it. I know Boots going, he'll do him bad, but Josh Kelly's gonna be running scared for his fucking life the whole entire time if he was gonna fight Bruce Ennis, just like he was doing with BAHKRAM. You know what I mean? And it'll be interesting for real. Like, and then Josh Kelly, he up there talking like he want to bring, you know, people out there to the UK and fight him out there. No, that don't work like that, nigga. That don't work like that. You fight a Boots Ennis, your ass will be coming to America if you was to fight Boots Ennis. But I'm not crazy about Josh Kelly, man. I don't think Josh Kelly is going to have this fucking title for long. That's just me personally. He definitely is not one of them guys at all. Not one of those guys. My boy Darkhead said Kelly took down the boogeyman with skillful ease. I was depressed. Man, it wasn't even much skills though with it though. Like, bro, it was more so scarism, bro, in the fight, bro, from hell for real, bro. Like, he definitely outboxed BAHKRAM was some shit where I was like, it was crazy because I told somebody I was like, man, I got a different feel with this fight with BAHKRAM, like almost starting to feel leaning to where Josh Kelly was gonna end up, pulling some shit off, and he definitely did that shit, bro. Like that's why I was kind of indifferent with this fight with BAHKRAM because BAHKRAM didn't fight since the Tim Tszyu fight. You know what I mean? That he was he had a whole like a year and 2-3 months layoff coming off fighting in this fight with Josh Kelly. So that was something that we mentioned in the prediction show when we talked Saturday, where we was saying shit. How is it going to be with BAHKRAM as far as the layoff with BAHKRAM? Because he's been laid off for a minute. You know what I mean? Because he's been in negotiations with fights with, Erickson Lubin, because Lubin was his mandatory, and they was negotiating for a long time. And then Virgil Ortiz came over and took Erickson Lubin from him when his negotiations for his fight with Xander didn't go well. When Xander, just went away and said fuck him. Because the Virgil was, they was bluffing on that shit with Xander, in my opinion, too, for real. They was trying to big dog Xander, and now you see where we at now with, Virgil Ortiz and Boots Ennis right now currently, where fucking Virgil is suing his, his fucking promoter and Oscar De La Hoya right now because the Oscar De La Hoya don't want to work with his manager Rick Mearson right now. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of crazy shit going on at 154, and it was like I mentioned before. It was 3 titles on the line from 154 this Saturday, man, and this was one of them with Josh Kelly upsetting fucking BAHKRAM, bro, which is crazy to me. Still crazy to me right now thinking about that shit. My boy all day saying UK snack. Hey, oh God. Oh God, bro. Or Dark Ken said BAHKRAM couldn't do nothing with a boxer who uses his feet. Kelly was piecing BAHKRAM up. Yeah, he was piecing BAHKRAM up with the jab and then his ass cat fucking running around the damn ring and shit. Like, boy, that shit, man. I hate that type of style of boxing, bro. Like, I really do, bro. Like, that scary ass style of boxing, bro. That shit be nasty work, bro. Dead ass. All things said, I can see Eddie making Zayas versus Kelly before Boots, in my opinion. Absolutely. That's the crazy part. With like with Josh Kelly being under natural, like who do you really think Eddie Hearn value right now between Boots Ennis and Josh Kelly? Like you would think he'll value Boots Ennis because he's trying to make him as the mega superstar within the sport of boxing, right? You know what I mean? But then we know Eddie Hearn, he values his UK guys. We know that. You know what I mean? So just like in particular, you got Conor being him fighting at 147 and Boots Ennis was at 147. This man Eddie Hearn never looked Conor Ben's way and told Conor Ben like, "Yo, I want you to fight Boots Ennis." He never even thought about it. He kept Conor Ben away from Boots Ennis the whole entire time and still is. You know what I mean? Conor Ben talking about fighting Shakur and fighting fucking Rolly, and then he's the mandatory to fight fucking Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that being said, like Conor Ben never mentioned Boots Ennis' name and be like, y'all want to fight Boots Ennis. You know what I mean? So like that makes me a different with the situation with Boots Ennis and Josh Kelly. Like, do Eddie Hearn is it really true that Josh Kelly signed paperwork to fight Boots Ennis if Boots Ennis doesn't fight Virgil Ortiz? Is that shit really true or that shit cat? Like, you know what I mean? I'm going by their word for the time being right now for what they saying, but we'll see how this situation play out. You know what I mean with Virgil? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little bit nasty work in particular, man, because I'm not that confident that he's willing to let Josh Kelly just get his ass whooped by Boots in his necks like that unless he really fuck with Boots. You know what I mean? For sure. You know what I'm saying? That would really tell me that for sure that, oh yeah, he fucking with Boots if he gonna feed Josh Kelly the Boots right now. Because he know what's gonna happen in that fight for sure. Yeah, my boy Dark Ken said Boots versus Kelly might be a Karen like fight if Boots don't learn to cut the ring off. Oh, he already got the cut the ring off aspect together now. I think Kelly's style is that shit. Boots running through that shit. Kelly ain't gonna be able to run around the ring from Boots Ennis. I really truly believe that. Yeah, I mean, definitely, definitely on that one. But yeah, man. So of course, Josh Kelly, the new IBF 154-pound champion right here, man. Salute to Josh Kelly. We'll see what's next for him. If the situation gonna be for us, him fighting Boots Ennis, or he's gonna fight someone else in particular, man. So we go ahead and keep it pushing on the next fight, man, which is um, fight card from Top Rank with Xander Zayas versus the Baz Baru. And this was a dog fight, bro. Like real shit. I really enjoyed this fight. I was watching this card while the prelim started with the Tio and Shakur card as well. So I was watching both cards at the same time in general. Uh, More so like the later half of this quarter, like the last two fights. I know Giovanni Santillan fought on this card. He won by decision on this card. We already know Rohan Polaco was supposed to be on this card, but he ended up getting injured, early in the week of the fight to where he had to pull out and cancel his fight in general. So it made it a little bit lackluster. Now, one little interesting fighter I will mention though, Juanita Lopez. No prospect for top rank. No, he was the co-main event for this Vander and Abbas Baroof card, and he fought very well. He was sharp, man. He had a 6 round fight, went all 6 rounds with him in particular. You know what I mean? And but he dominated all 6 rounds and won the fight. So that's the guy to look out for. Ramita Lopez, definitely a name to look out for in the sport of boxing with the Spanish community for sure. And let's go ahead and get into it, man, with Xander and the Baz Baru, man. Fight went to the nitty gritty, man. Xander beat the Baz Baru by split decision, becoming the unified champion for the WBO and the WBA titles, man. It was a great fight, bro. Like I said, both guys fought hard to the end. Like Xander, his athleticism really surprises me. I gotta say that. Like Xander athleticism is really impressive for real, and he's a well-oiled machine, man. A basketball rule, very awkward style where he was coming in, lunging in with certain shots, catching Xander with shots throughout the fight and stuff. Where Xander was, definitely, outboxing him majority of the fight and picking the shots very well. It wasn't no knockdowns in this fight at all in particular, but this was a great fight from top to bottom from 1 to 12, man. And that last round, I want to show a clip of this last round that they had, man. Which this last round definitely one of the best last rounds I've seen this year so far, in my opinion. Man, bro, man, definitely. Don't that right there. That was great action for them guys right there, man. Definitely great action for them guys. I just think like he said Bud Baraou, man. And yeah, you a sick individual, but hey, he's sick, man. He's sick, man. Hey, I just said Big Xander, not the little one. Yeah, man. Xander, man. Big dog, man, for sure, man. Xander Zayas, man. Definitely impressed with this performance right here for sure. And Abaz Baru was no slouch in this fight at all. Like he was pure game for this fight 100%. Like Xander Zayas definitely definitely hey, hey, all things. He was definitely gambling. He was gambling, and the crazy part that was literally like probably like I think Xander. If y'all paid attention to the fight, Xander, I guess he got tired from moving around the ring and just saying, "Fuck it, I'm just fighting on the inside with him." Like the last, two rounds, the championship rounds, which is, that shit was playing with danger because that's where Bass wanted him at. He wanted him in the middle of the ring, fighting on the inside and everything. But Xander kept the shit on the outside, mixing it inside and everything, picking the shots, boxing very beautifully. You know, this fight in particular, you know what I'm saying? But he was definitely gambling. Like the last two rounds of this fight, fighting on the inside with a bash, that's where he wanted the action at. And Xander didn't give him that up until then, you know what I mean? And no, but Xander was in there, he a fucking dog, man. Xander's a dog, man. Like that showed, the will with him, like his willpower, you know what I'm saying? And and show like more skills on this day. Like, yeah, I can mix it up on the inside too. You know what I mean? Like, so definitely, man, salute to Xander Zayas, man, on this performance, man, becoming unified champion. It's crazy. Xander's unified champion now, man, at 154, bro. Like, and it's crazy because like, what's next for Xander? Like, what moves they gonna make with Xander in particular right now? Like. You know what I'm saying? My boy Shots the Sports Podcast. He said, I don't know how I feel about Zayas. Yeah, I can understand. The reason why I understand what you said for that, like, because I already mentioned it before, as far as Xander Zayas, like, of course, we know he was top rank. And it's like, it's top rank. I've been questioning, like, is top rank confident to put Xander in a fight with a Boost Ennis or Sebastian Fundora, right now. Like, those guys like that in particular, like the top guys. Like, I'm not that confident in them being confident for real, as far as that in particular. You know what I mean? I know Xander, he said, yeah, we fighting all the top guys. Like, he basically, he wants those big money fights. So I believe Xander wants them. It's about if top rank wants them. That's the question. That's the question. You know what I'm saying? I believe Xander definitely ain't scared of no smoke to fight any of these guys. It's all about the top rank ones because they done invested a lot into Xander Zayas. Especially now with him being a unified champion now too. You know what I mean? And Xander after the fight, he told guys, "Yo, y'all wanna come for these straps? Y'all gotta come see me. Y'all gotta fight me in Puerto Rico or fight me in New York." And Xander's establishing his position already and letting people know, like, yo, y'all guys want to come see me, y'all got to see me where I'm at, pretty much. You know what I mean? And it's just hard for me to believe Top Rank is going to allow him to fight like a Boost Ennis. You know what I'm saying? That Boost Ennis wasn't to get the Virgil fight and don't fight Josh Kelly. Like, it's hard for me to see that shit, you know what I'm saying, in particular. But I would love to see that shit. I want to see Xander in these matchups with Fundora and Boost Ennis. And, I want to see him in those matchups for sure. All right, so it's definitely, I'm just not that confident in Top Rank that they're confident in him right now. That's my thing. That's my thing. My church Jan Queen Boxer said, yes, he was. I like Abaz now. Yeah, Abaz Baru, hey, he put himself, I think Abaz Baru's a game player in the, for us at 154. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to get him another opportunity or two Even with him losing last night, he lost a close fight. Where Xander, he just, definitely, had, more, edge. He edged them out a lot more than, in perspective. But the Bass, he can't hang his head down for anything. He's definitely going to see another opportunity because I feel like he positioned himself with being a significant name in at 154 with the performance that he put on last night. Still, definitely battling and competing with Xander Zayas last night. And Mark territory, unmarked territory in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy in there. Hey, let me salute Xander. Xander packed that bitch out in Puerto Rico too. Salute to Xander for that. Definitely a packed house in Puerto Rico for Xander Zayas. The crowd was amazing out there. They were amazing, and they right when Abbas Baru was walking in doing his ring walk, they was booing him and everything, and he went in there and no, he was in there trying to handle business, man. And you got to salute the Baz Baru. Definitely deserves another opportunity for sure. Definitely, definitely. Oh, they said the band dropped to legs like that. Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's why that shit was dangerous, bro. I was like, man, this boy Xander crazy for fighting this man on the inside in this last round like this. But hey, I love it though. I love it. They was getting it cracking in that bitch, dog. For real. All they said Xander need a new haircut though. Hey man, them Puerto Rican girls love that boy out there, man. He said, preferably not the big baby Miller cut. Facts. Now we ain't hit. We since we gotta keep 100 with Xander, man. I like Xander too. I'm a fan of Xander, man. I'm a fan of Xander, man. I think I like Xander what he putting forward right now in the sport, man, for sure. The sis loves, she love her some Xander. That's why she said Big Xander. You know what I mean? Big Xander Zayas. The dark kid said Mel would have took Zayas out even coming off a layoff. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that's the easy fight right now for Mel, bro. Xander can fight. He can fight. I love to see that shit though. Cause the crazy part, Mel, he still is champion of recess for the WBA. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think they would make they. I know for a fact Top Rank ain't letting him fight Jamil right now. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't looking at Mel right now at all. Salute to my boy B King in the building, man. What's good with you, my boy, man? Salute to you, brother, man. Hope that all is well with you, my dog. What's good with you, man? Miss Joette, what's poppin' with my sister? Good morning, sis. Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. Good morning. We active early. We active early today. Active. Active for sure. Let's see what's rolling down. My boy Darkhead says Zayas gonna be insulated with duck fur with cherry picks. Hey man. Hey, hey sis, I didn't say it, sis. Jackway, I didn't say this. I didn't say this. I didn't say this. Sis. This is you gonna have to give it to our kids for this, right? Because I ain't saying this. Hey, hey, I ain't saying sis. I did not say it this time. It was Dark Kid. You gotta be on Dark Kid helmet for that. What's good with my boy Crucial Content, man? What's good, bro? Good morning, bro. Oh man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, Mel acted too long, bro, to go into a fight like that in particular. Like, I don't know how much with the WBA, how much they feel in him in particular to even put him in that position to fight Xander right there. I mean, it's just not. I don't see that fight doable at all right now. Mel need to come back, get him a nice little tune up, and then get back active with the rest of the guys. Then, man, you know what I'm saying? Get you a tune up because Mel ain't fought in 3 years. So how can Mel sit there coming off 3 year inactivity think he could just come in and just fight one of the top guys right out the gate. You know what I'm saying? And go for a big money fight. Like, no, Mill, get you a fucking tune up, and then you know what I'm saying, turn up after that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That goes for Earl Smith if he decides to come back too. Same for Earl. Earl, you want to motherfucker fight again, nigga? Get you a tune up, then come back and fight one of the top guys, man. Like, please do. Please do. Both of y'all guys ain't been fighting in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I damn near we minded they fought each other at this point, to be honest. Like, shit, let them niggas fight. They both 3 years removed fight. Shit, had Earl and Male fight. Fuck it. Like, for real, yes. My boy, all things said, the Bears versus BAHKRAM, Zayas versus Kelly, Boost versus Ortiz, Male versus Fundora. Mm, mm. PDC, they'd be crazy to feed Mel to Fundora right now, bro. Like, that'd be crazy. Even though we know Fundora and Keith Thurman, that's going down. Like, I think they taking that March 28th date for what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see closely on that in particular. But I'm hearing that Fundora and Thurman is still going down. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely rescheduling and keeping that fight going for sure in particular. But a Baz versus BAHKRAM? Ooh, I like that. I like that right there. No cat. A Baz versus BAHKRAM would be fire. That'd be fire. Like, yeah, and the Baz would give BAHKRAM the fight that he wants. You know what I'm saying? Like BAHKRAM, a motherfucker that want to hit. Like, he want to get it cracking. Like, he ain't trying to be cut off the ring and all of that shit, obviously, because he couldn't cut the ring off on Josh Kelly yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Bass would give BAHKRAM the absolute fight that he wants, if they were to fight for sure. No, Zayas versus Josh Kelly would be crazy. Like, because Josh Kelly right there, you gonna have to fight. You gonna have to try to fight Xander Zayas because he can cut the ring off. He's athletic enough to cut the ring off on you as well. So you're gonna have to, dig in the dirt to beat Xander Zayas, especially too, for sure. You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy. Boost Virgil, we need that to happen. We need that to happen. Male Fedor, bro. I just don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Salute to my dog Crush in the building, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Crush the Legend, man. The master of ceremonies, man. Salute to my dog, man. Coffee and donuts every morning, man. 6:30 a.m. type shit, you feel me? All right, man. And oh yeah, so with that being said, let me play, since we talked about Boots Ennis in particular. Boots Ennis, he was in New York this weekend. He was at the Ring Magazine Awards and everything, and he spoke a little bit, and this is a little clip from when he was at the Ring Mag Awards.
First, what was your thoughts on the lawsuit situation?
I don't know. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just here to make the fight, man. Hopefully the fight happen. Like I said, I tell everybody, keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully that fight is next. I want it next. Everybody know I want it next, and hopefully it comes.
Eddie was saying like end of March, possibly April. Is that kind of what you're hearing as well? Or?
Yeah, I'm hearing. We're hearing the same things, but like I said, we're just waiting. So stay tuned, and hopefully the date drops soon. Within next couple of days or a week. So stay tuned.
Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur.
Yeah, so that's Boost right there speaking that hopefully the date drops soon with him and Virgil Ortiz. Whether it's in a couple of days or the next week. So reading in between the lines and reading the room with that shit is saying that the fight is there, it's done. If that's the case, if they drop in a date, then it's done. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But I'm not sure of that 100%, man, honestly, because then, Virgil, it's still no word on far as Virgil and Oscar with the lawsuit that they have right now in particular. And then, of course, Boots did another interview at the fights, and let me drop the clip for that one.
The Virgil fight, 154 of mine. So anybody with a belt, and he got a belt, so he can get it. And anybody else, even the winner tonight with Xander and what's his name, BAHKRAM. Yeah, but him. It don't matter. 154 is mine. This is my division. I'm ready to take over.
Yeah, so Boo said shit. After this Virgil fight, which is no, he like I'm saying, it sounds like this Virgil fight is starting to become definitely locked in, possibly, man, most likely. You know what I'm saying? I know they had a date, the same date that I mentioned for us, March 28th as well. And of course, you know what I'm saying, with this negotiations going into February with them now, they probably might push it back into April. You know what I mean? So definitely, you heard Boots. Boots said he won't smoke with all of them guys that's the champions at 154, man. Fundora. Of course, Zayas got two of them straps now over there. You know what I mean? So, hey, I'm with the shits, man. I'm loving 154. 154 is the best division in boxing right now, dog. It's the best division in boxing. There's a lot of shit cracking at 154 right now. A lot of shit cracking right now. A lot of shit cracking. Let me scroll up. I want to see this comment from my boy real quick. B King said Mel need at least two fights before he turn up. Hey, I'm in agreement with that too, for real. Like, but we know if they were, they gonna give Mel one, then they trying to get him, Mel trying to get to the bag. Like he trying to get to the bag, especially in the stage of his career, definitely like he trying to get straight to a big bag. Like that's why he asking for one of a big fight right out the gate right now. You know what I mean? So we interested, man. I just want Mel to get active. Just get active and fight, bro. Get out there and fight, man. Go ahead and stop you one of these guys out here, man. Get on a tune-up side, and then get back active 100% with the top guys after that, man. For sure. And salute to my brother, all things, man, for the $2 super chat, man. Salute to my brother, man. Definitely, man. One of the day one supporters of the channel, man. My boy, all things, man, for sure. Yeah, and so like I said, with Boo Sanders and Virgil, hopefully they get this fight done. It's a lot of parity right now at 154 right now. A lot of shit cracking for sure. Yeah, Fedora. What I'm hearing right now, Fedora and Thurman. PBC had a date for March 28th that they had that they was originally, trying to keep for Manny Pacquiao in particular. And right now they don't know what's going on with, far as Manny, far as his next fight. Still, I don't know if he's going to be having that date or whatsoever. But I'm hearing that they want to give Fundora and Thurman that date to main event that date, and they was want to start building the card around that date in particular for March 28th for Fundora and Thurman. So that's the target date for those guys right now in particular. And it's going and y'all look at it, it's going to be a lot of action on that date in particular too, because you got Moses Atuma and Jermaine Franklin. They're fighting on that same date as well on March 28th. And then possibly if Boots and Virgil, if they lock in and they keep that March 28th date, which I don't think they may keep that date. I think they may push it back into April. You know what I'm saying? But it's a possibility that they may keep that date where we may see Boots and Virgil on March 28th as well. So you may see three fire ass cars probably in one day on March 28th in particular, man. So we'll stay tuned on it though. But Fundora and Thurman is being rescheduled for first quarter for 2024 for sure. I mean 2026, my bad. Man, more than shit. So all right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, man, with the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson card, man. Definitely wanted to spend time to breaking down these two cards that happened Saturday in particular with those guys, man. And salute to Xander Zayas becoming unified 154-pound champion with the WBO and the WBA. And salute to the boy Josh Kelly as well, man, becoming the new IBF champion at 154, man, upsetting BAHKRAM Murtazala. So we can go ahead and get pushing on the main card, man. What we had going, bro, was crazy. Was crazy, man. Of course, I wanted to talk about this first fight from the Tio and Shakur card, bro, which was between this guy that I guess Turkey Al Sheikh got one of his guys from Saudi Arabia. I'm gonna just say his name is Zayas. You know what I'm saying? He fought this guy Kevin Castillo that was coming off 3 losses, dog. 3 losses. And I'm gonna show you some shit in boxing that be happening right here. You feel me? And let me play the clip of this shit because it was crazy. If y'all watch this fight that started off in the card, dude Zayas, he knocked down Castillo literally in the first round. He knocked him down. I'm like, oh shit, okay, then dude probably about to cook, bro. Then you know what I'm saying. But if y'all watch this shit, it was like a total complete on turnover after that. Castillo just came in cooking after that from round 2 up until I think they fought 8 rounds. You know, all the way up until round 8, and boy was cooking, bro, for real. Like it was crazy. He turned up on bro crazy. And let me play a clip for this shit.
Reason that the mouth is open.
That was a punch.
Reason that the mouth is open.
That was a punch. That was a punch that knocked the mouthpiece out of the mouth. Left hand from Castillo.
Yeah, bro. He knocked his mouthpiece out like twice. You had Zayas. He was spitting his mouthpiece out to try to, gain more time when they was about to deduct a point from him and everything, bro. It was crazy how this fight totally turned over. Like this dude Castillo coming off 3 losses, upsets this dude Zayas that was 7-0-1. A prospect from Saudi Arabia that they was trying to build. And this is just a simple case of matchmaking gone wrong right here. Matchmaking gone wrong 100%. They thought this guy Castillo was gonna be easy work. They motherfucking Zayas was gonna come in and wash him so they can try to, move this Saudi Arabian guy up, you know what I'm saying, for us his career and everything. And so, dude Castillo, he took that shit from him. After he got knocked down, that boy came in and he started cooking this dude, Zayas. Was cooking his ass. And I try to tell y'all, what them Saudi Arabian boys can't fucking fight out there. Them boys can't fucking fight, man. Hey, for real. Hey, Lee Jackson said trash. Facts, bro. The dude Zayas was trash, bro. He was in there spinning his mouthpiece to try to gain more time to recover and shit. Cause Castillo was in that bench working, in that bench throwing crazy combinations, staying active. You know what I'm saying? Fighting all gas, no brakes on his ass. At his fucking helmet. And Zayas didn't have no fucking answer. He was in the motherfucking tired. His corner telling he had a black trainer and everything. Like his trainer trying to talk to him and turn him up. Zayas didn't have shit for this dude Castillo, bro. That came off 3 losses, dog. Like 3 fucking losses. Like this show, like they handpicked this man clearly. Like we gonna fight this dude Castillo. He coming on 3 losses. Dude Zayas should kick his ass. Then we move him up. Man, that boy Castillo turned up on his ass, dog, and beat his ass. Like beat his ass for real. Like so I said, y'all trying to turn these daggone Saudi Arabian fighters up there, bro. And they in there coming to America getting their ass kicked out this bitch. Castillo was fighting like he was the main event. There. Hey, he was getting sweat, and you seen him getting more confident as each round went on. Like where he was in there licking his tongue out and shit at him and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Moving around, swagging it out. He was swagging it out on his dumb ass. Like I'm getting weak as hell. Like look at this shit. Turkey thought this motherfucking Saudi Arabia was gonna get him an easy dub. He in there getting his motherfucking ass kicked in this bitch. Dumbass motherfucker, bro. I'm weak as hell. Hey, that shit was funny, bro. All right, man. So yeah, so I wanted to definitely headline and made note of that is matchmaking gone wrong right there at its finest right there, where you set this guy up that coming off 3 losses to fight one of your guys and think that was gonna be an easy dub, and then that shit end up turning back on your motherfucking ass, and dude Castillo kicked dude ass, man. So salute to Castillo, man, on the dub on that shit right there, man, and showcasing your shit for sure, man. So we go to this next one, man, which I'm gonna go talk about. It wasn't too crazy in this fight in particular, man, from this guy. But this is what I spoke about on the fight in particular. Let me pull it up. Oh no, we gotta go. We gotta go to the big. Hey, y'all know what's up, man. Hey, man, we gotta talk about it, bro. We gotta talk. Big Baby Miller, man. You gotta. Hey, walk with me, talk with me, bro. This was nasty work right here, bro. This shit right here, this shit that you pulled this weekend, Big Baby Miller. This was nasty work, dog. Nasty work, bro. Yeah, so we gotta, of course, we know we got to roll the clip on this shit from Big Baby Miller this weekend, bro. This shit was crazy, dog.
Goodness gracious. This. I've seen a lot.
Man, bro, like how, bro? Like how did this shit happen, bro? Had that man looking like old boy from Home Alone and shit in that bitch, dog. That shit had me weak as hell, bro. Like for real. All I could think is old boy from Home Alone when I seen this shit for Big Baby Bella, bro. Like I'm like, bro, how did you let this shit happen to you, dog? How? How did this happen to you? Like how? And then look who found it though. Mauricio Sulaiman, he the one who found it when he threw it in the damn crowd. Like, bruh, this was crazy. Oh man, this man Mauricio Sulaiman found it in the crowd, bruh. Come on, bruh. This some wicked shit in boxing, dog. Like, bro? What provokes you to even try this shit, dog? Literally going into a fight, knowing the possibility of this shit getting knocked off your motherfucking head, bro. You had a whole motherfucking toupee on your motherfucking head, dog. A whole toupee, bro. A whole wig, bro. This you could have been stayed bald, bro. You did not need to do this, bro. This was nasty work at its finest, bro. This was nasty, bro. Nasty fucking work from him, bro. And then, of course, man. I mean, overall, just speaking about the speaking about the fight, man. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, man, he won by split decision in the fight over Kingsley Bay, moving on to 27-1 to 2. It was definitely an ugly fight. Big Baby Miller overall still gatekeeper mode to me. Like I said, still gatekeeper mode. Like it was an ugly fight. He won the fight. Some people felt like he shouldn't even won this fight for real, for real. But he did win the fight. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But it was an ugly ass fight. King Leah Bay, like if you can't beat guys like King Leah Bay clear, because King Leah Bay, I didn't see nothing special from him in particular. You know what I'm saying? Like it was nothing special from him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, Big Baby Miller, if he get an opportunity fighting a guy like Fabio Worley again, or one of those top guys in the heavyweight division, they gonna fuck around and whoop his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? We seen the performance that he had with Andy Ruiz. He came off an ugly ass performance with him. You know what I mean? As well. So I don't see anything with Big Baby as far as him being the champion in the heavyweight division at all. I don't see it at all. He's gatekeeper mode, straight gatekeeper mode to me, man. But back to this though, let me go to the interview that this man had after the fight, man. Bro, he said he lost his hair a couple days ago and he hit up his man to slap that shit on. The man didn't even think nothing of this shit happened in this fight. Bro, you gotta stop playing with me, dog. For real. You gotta stop fucking playing with me, bro. Like, this nigga, hey. The look at this man after the.
What do you know about Big Baby? We're going to try to entertain. We're going to have some fun. Tonight was a tough night. The ring rust came and left. And one thing that came here and left is this shit. I can't explain it. It is what it is. But don't worry, next time you see me, we're going to spray paint that bitch on.
my God, bro. Hey, bro. He's definitely in the history books for this shit, dog. He got the whole world cooking his ass for this shit right now, bro. All over, bro. This shit was comedy, bro. We definitely needed this for boxing for Big Baby this weekend. Hey, motherfucker, he ain't going down in the history books for us the fight in general, other than him winning the fight. But this shit right here, oh man, oh man, this was definitely hilarious right here, dog. This was hilarious right here, dog. Hey, this man DK said convertible Bella. Hey, bro. Hey, that boy Box Hacker said they're just lying like shit. Hey, bro. That boy said he really didn't have, bro. You can't do this no more, bro. You can't do this no more. This was crazy right here, man. Crazy from Big Baby Miller, man. Oh man, this was crazy. All right, man. So let me get to the next fight. All right, so next fight, bro. Um, Talk about it, man. Emma Williams, man. Emma Williams, he beat Wendy Toussaint by unanimous decision, moving on to 20-1. No, like I mentioned, in my post, I said I felt like he should have stopped Toussaint. There was a lot of opportunities for Ammo to stop Wendy Toussaint, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he would have kept, digging to the body. You know what I'm saying? But he kept going away from the body and then, trying to head tap him and everything and trying to get, the crazy stoppage and get the fight over with. To where, like, bro, like, you got to, break his ass down. And I heard Kevin Cunningham telling him in the corner, like, throughout every round down there. So I'm like, bro, break his ass down to the body, man. Break him down and get his ass gone. You know what I mean? And MO didn't do that shit, bro. Like, which, I said, man, if he would have fought Carlos Adames, man, Carlos Adames definitely would have beat him, man. In my opinion, I already had Carlos Adames beating him already beforehand, even if they would have fought anyway. You know what I'm saying? But from Eddie Hearn, he was saying that they're probably gonna reschedule that. And I wanted to play this clip from Eddie Hearn talking to Emma Williams right here, and let me go and play it.
You've got a problem.
Okay.
All right. So they rushed the other kid to hospital.
Oh shit.
He's fucked.
That's some bullshit.
I know.
Man, I put everything into this.
Yeah, I know.
I don't even know what to say. I put everything into this.
Listen. You got to stay focused, stay strong. All right. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you get your shot.
Yeah.
You may get it. I want you to know before this gets out anywhere, and it's important that you are aware of the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't want to see no negativity. I don't want to be. Yeah. We worked hard. We'll get it.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a job to do tomorrow night. The main focus for us now, we've got very limited time.
Yeah.
They're already saying, oh, look, if he can't make it, we'll reschedule for 2-3 months. Okay. But we want to fight tomorrow night. So we're going to speak to Turkey. We're going to speak to the Ring magazine. Kevin's already looking at opponents if the worst comes to the worst. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Yeah.
But as I said, God has a plan for you. Yeah. What will be, will be.
Yeah.
We take everything on the chin, like you have done in a roller coaster journey.
Yeah.
You have my word, whatever happens, we will fight for that WBC world title. If it's not tomorrow, we will go out, we will perform, we will get paid, and we will move on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So I don't want none of this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What will be, and we will be professionals. We'll take it on the chin, we will move forward, and we will win.
Yes.
All right?
Yes, we're going to figure it out.
Exactly. We got you.
I'm ready.
And we're on it. I wanted to let you know because I didn't want to, because now people are talking. You've done your job. Mm-hmm. And now these guys, Turkey, Ring, they're all fair. Let's get that opponent. Let's get you in the ring tomorrow night, whatever. And if we have to wait 2 or 3 months to fight for the WBC world title, listen, we'll take it then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And maybe you're even more ready than you are now.
Right.
But it's out of our control. All we can do now is do our job, deliver for you, and we won't let you down.
Okay.
All right?
I got you.
Keep your head up, all right? Stay focused.
Yeah, man. I wanted to play. I meant to play that clip Saturday, man, but I wanted to play that today, man, on the situation with Ammo. Of course, Carlos Adames, he got sick. And this is one thing we spoke about, me and Jad Queen. I know my sis, we definitely spoke about it, several times as far as Carlos Adames. Um, we didn't think Carlos Adames was going to stay at 160, honestly. Like we didn't think he was going to stay at 168. We was thinking that he was going to make the move up to 168 and try to challenge the top guys at 168. But they ended up locking this fight in with him with Ammo Williams. Especially the thing was Carlos Adames was in negotiations for a while with Janet, and Carlos Adames ran away from that situation to where Janet ended up, getting locked in to fight Laura, which we seen what happened to Janet. He ended up popping dirty, what I'm saying, for PEDs and everything, which, Laura ended up fighting another guy for a replacement in that fight in particular that week. So, the division at 160, now you got another champion not fighting this week, and Carlos Adames at 160, which is, we know, the interim champion is Jesus Ramos Jr. So I kind of think in this situation, will they really reschedule this fight? Can Carlos Adames really make 160 at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like if he had trouble for us, making weight in this situation, for what I'm hearing is probably a situation for us weight. As far as Carlos Adames at 160, Carlos Adames gonna have to make a move to 168, and they go ahead and allow that man Jesus Ramos become champion to where Jesus Ramos and Ammo Williams, they mix it up then, where Ammo Williams get his opportunity versus Jesus Ramos. But I can tell you in particular, as far as Ammo Williams, I'm not that high on Ammo Williams in particular. Like, I mean? Like, it's nothing special I see about Elmo Williams. He's a cool skill fighter or whatever. Like, he cool little fighter, but it ain't nothing special that rings for me for Elmo to be one of these guys that's a world beater out here at 160 right now. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a significant name because he's been in significant fights. Fighting a guy like Hamza Shiraz, but we seen what happened when that Hamza Shiraz. Hamza Shiraz, he beat his ass. He beat his ass. He dominated his ass. Stopped him. You know what I mean? Like, beat the shit out of Emma Williams in that fight. You know what I mean? So I'm just thinking in general, man, I don't see nothing in particular with Emma Williams. Like, even if he was to fight Jesus Ramos, I think Jesus Ramos beats him. You know what I'm saying? Does he stop him? I don't know if Jesus stops him. It's a possibility. I think Jesus probably beat him by decision at best. But I can see Jesus probably stopping Emma Williams. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Ramos definitely, he definitely one of them guys for sure. You know what I mean? My boy Crush said he hasn't improved. Yeah, bro. Like it hasn't been like, yeah, he's winning fights, but it's like it's no flash. There's no, like, you ain't sparking and getting these guys out that they put in front of you. Like this guy Wendy Toussaint, you was supposed to pack him up and get him out of there. Like, he was fooled for real. Like, he was not supposed to be in there with Ammo at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was there for the taking. Ammo was getting hit with shots, keeping his head on the line and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Ammo's defense ain't even that tight for real to beat guys like a Jesus Ramos or even Carlos Adames. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me in particular, just seeing it, for what I see it with Ammo. I don't see nothing crazy special about Ammo Williams at all for real. But, you know what I'm saying, he a good fighter. Hopefully he gets his shot because, it's fucked up. He was training hard for this opportunity versus Carlos Adames for a world title opportunity. And hopefully he does get it, another opportunity, later on with it, personally. Now, I don't know about Carlos Adames staying at 160. That's my thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you having problems making weight to where you went to the hospital, my guy, then yeah, you might have to go ahead and take your ass up to 168 then. Like, take your ass to 168. Stop trying to squeeze down and fight at these fucking weight classes that you ain't supposed to be at, bro. Like, we need these fighters to be fighting at their natural fucking weight classes, bro, so we won't have these incidents where guys going into the fight, passing out and shit. You know what I'm saying? They doing everything, killing themselves just to make weight when they need to be fighting at their natural damn weight. Fight at your natural damn weight, man, so you don't have these issues, man. Like for real, like that shit really needs to stop at 2026 in boxing and beyond. For real, like that shit is really insane. Like we just seen the guy UFC what last week was at the damn weigh-in. He walking out of the weigh-in at UFC, then passed out and shit. Know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. These athletes got to stop this shit, bro. Fight at your natural damn weight, bro. So y'all won't be killing yourselves to make these weights and fucking y'all body up, man, for futuristic wise, bro. That's why a lot of people asking for same day weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? But no, they don't want to do that shit because they cool with these guys being naturally 160, but they biting down to 135 to fighting shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit be nasty work, bro. Like these guys killing their bodies doing this dumbass shit, bro. For real. Like that shit corny. Like that shit corny. And y'all niggas trying to weight bully niggas and be on some corny ass shit to have advantages on niggas, bro. That shit is corny, bro. Like that is. All right, man. So we keep it pushing, man. Salute to Emma Williams. He definitely got the win. And we'll see what's next with him, man. Possibly I can see maybe the rematch with Carlos Damas if he decides to stay at 160, or possibly Jesus Ramos, with him being an interim champion, they may elevate him if Carlos Damas ends up moving up to 168. So we'll stay, tight on that situation for sure. And let's go to the next one, man. The next fight that was crazy. Gotta go with my boy, man. Susu Carrington, dog. Man, gets the ninth round stoppage over Carlos Castro, man, becoming the new WBC 126-pound champion, man. Nasty knockout. Susu fought through some adversity, I said in this fight, man, which I definitely want to put in a lot of big perspective in this fight with Susu Carrington with Carlos Castro. Carlos Castro, I said it. He gonna come in that bitch and be game. We know he fought a tough ass fight, knocked down Stephen Foley in the fight that he had over a year ago. My thing was questioning with Carlos Castro was the inactivity because he didn't fight over a year since that fight in particular. So that was my whole question with Carlos Castro going into this fight with Susu, because we know Susu fought a couple of times last year. He's been active. So, but these guys, this was a hell of a fight, man. And I gotta show my dog, man. Susu Carrington, gotta show a clip of my boy, man. My boy definitely did his damn thing out there, man. Susu! Man, bro, the way Susu delivered right there in that sequence, bro, it was so beautiful to see in 4K, man, from Susu, bro. Like, of course, we know Susu been fighting his ass off to get to this position and fight for, a world title. And you just imagine how special it was for Susu to have that moment in his hometown in New York, you know what I'm saying, at Madison Square Garden, at that venue, you know what I mean, and, win his first world title in that fashion, bro. Like ain't nothing better than that, bro. That's definitely one of them, the one lit ass stories, man, in life, man, for a person, man, for real. And I was so happy to see Susu do his thing in that fashion, man, the way he did it, man. And he fought through some adversity because Carlos Castro, that he definitely early on in the fight, he stung Susu with some shots, man, where one of the shots was on the top of his head. I felt, in the back of his head was Susu. He grabbed the back of his head, and then Carlos Castro, he came forward, hit him with some more shots and shit. And I'm like, Susu, bro, you gotta stay tight on the defense, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Susu, was couple of rounds, Carlos Castro was winning a couple of those rounds for sure. Like he was definitely winning a couple of rounds for sure. Oh, the hell play that thing hard. Yeah, gotta see that again. Man, gotta love that for Susu, man. Definitely, bro. Definitely gotta love that moment right there, bro. Those moments right there in boxing, bro. I love to see right there, bro. For real. Shoe York City, man, for sure, man. It was definitely Shoe York City, man, this weekend, man. Definitely stole the show big time, man, for sure, man. I enjoyed this moment for real. Like these are the moments you gotta love in boxing, man. When you see a guy building from being a prospect and building in the championship contention and positioning himself, into a situation where he gets that first title shot, man, 100%, and do it in that fashion in his hometown. Hey, bro, that's a beautiful moment in boxing right there, bro. Like for real, you gotta love that shit as a boxing fan, for real, real shit. Like real shit. Like definitely. And my boy all things, he said he was being counted out, showed up and showed out, man. Absolutely, bro. Dead ass, bro. Definitely showed his ass, man, for real, man. And I know Susu after the fight, man, he said shit, everybody shit, all the champions at 126, Brent Nick Ball, Rafael Espinosa, he won't smoke with those guys. Angelo Leo, you know what I'm saying? He won't smoke with those guys, man. So shit. Hey, line their ass up, man. Y'all already know where I'm at with it at 126, man. Rafael Espinosa, top rank guy. It only makes sense for Susu to and top rank to make that fight happen right there, man, to unify up this year. Like we gotta see that. We gotta see that. Rafael Espinosa, he just fought. I think it was in November and December in Mexico. I think it was in December. He just fought recently, so he ain't fought that long ago. You know what I mean? So shit, line these guys up, man. Get this unification shit going, man. Hey, Top Rank, stop bullshitting and make this fight happen. We need Susu versus Rafael Espinosa, man. Have that shit in New York. Let Susu main event. You know what I'm saying? And unify up in his hometown, man. Give Susu that opportunity, man. But knowing how Top Rank, how they be moving, Top Rank most likely they usually get, they champion a hometown fight, the a voluntary fight where they defend their title at hometown, just like they just did with Xander Zayas in Puerto Rico this past Saturday. So that may be the situation for Susu where he ends up having a voluntary fight, and then they give Espinosa another fight, and then they build that fight. Basically building that fight into a bigger money fight in general. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, man, go ahead and get these guys in the ring right now, man. Get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? Raphael just fought the end of 2025. Shushu just fought early on in January 2026. Get these guys in the ring, man. Nick Ball, he about to fight this week. He fight this Saturday. He's fighting Brandon Figueroa. You know what I mean? So that's another situation too. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be anything to get Angelo Leo, honestly, either. You know what I mean? In my opinion, Angelo Leo, I believe he's like a he's a pro box guy. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't be anything to negotiate, a unification with him, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It just depends if these companies really trying to push for these guys to have unification, if they trying to milk money out of these guys fighting other guys at the moment. You know what I mean? Which is, we got Nick Ball this week with Brandon Figueroa. Yeah. Hey, Susu, I think he'll beat Nick Ball ass. I ain't that crazy about Nick Ball, that honestly, you know what I'm saying? And Brandon Figueroa got a shot to beat Nick Ball this week. I think that's a 50-50 fight, in my opinion, this week with Nick Ball and Brandon Figueroa, honestly. You know what I mean? They both that fight gonna be a barn burner. Because both of them guys is all gas, no brakes with their styles. Both of them got the pressure styles. Nick Ball's probably is a little bit more strategic than Brandon Figueroa, but Brandon Figueroa, he's all gas, no brakes. So that fight gonna be different, you know what I mean, this week, man. That's gonna be a barn burner with Nick Ball and Brandon Figueroa this week, man. So y'all better definitely tap in with that fight this Saturday. You know what I mean? That's gonna be a good ass fight this week, man, for sure. You know what I mean? It's definitely gonna be a good ass fight. Yeah, but so yeah, Shushu, I like him. Rafael Espinosa, like I said, and salute to Shushu, man. Definitely, man, getting this dub, and let's get into the co-main and the main event, man. What we out here for sure, man. Which was spectacular, man. The boy Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz, man. Hey, Keyshawn Davis, man, was looking amazing. Looking amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Definitely was looking amazing. Gotta say that for sure, man. And I gotta show the clip of Keyshawn Davis, man, putting in that work, man. Hey, man, salute to Keyshawn Davis, man. Now I ain't gonna lie. I felt like the stoppage was a little bit premature for them to stop it like 10 seconds, out in the last round like that. You know what I'm saying? Like at least give him his count out. You know what I mean? At least before, just saying, fuck it, we waving this shit off. Even though Keyshawn was definitely whooping that ass. You know what I'm saying? He was whooping that ass for sure, putting belt to ass. It was so funny to me because, when these guys go into these fights, they get in talking crazy and shit, and you got motherfucking Jermaine Ortiz. Y'all remember he was at the press conference talking about belt to ass. He had the belt out and everything and shit. You know what I mean? And then we see him get his ass whooped. Got dominated all 12 rounds. All 12 rounds by nasty right there. Keyshawn's body work is so nasty, bro. Like no cat. Keyshawn Davis' body work is real nasty, bro. If y'all was watching him, and I always talk about the body work with these guys, man. Of course, I mentioned it night of the fight. I like Keyshawn Davis stops Jermaine Ortiz with a body shot in the 12th round in the first fight. In his first fight at 140, moving on to 14-0 with 10 knockouts. Keyshawn was sharp as hell tonight. The stoppage with 10 seconds left in the 12th, kind of nasty, but overall, Keyshawn cooked Jermaine Ortiz clear, and he cooked him clear, bro. Like that man, Jermaine Ortiz had no answer for him, no answer for him for real. Like what I'm saying. Of course, he was having a lot of lateral movement around the ring and everything, but that man, Keyshawn Davis, was sticking with his jab into the body, picking, different combinations. This man Keyshawn was looking definitely nice as hell in this fight, man, for sure. Nice as hell in this fight. Definitely. Gotta say that for sure, man. Yeah, my boy, all things said, Keyshawn looked great in my opinion. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. And then they said I could see Keyshawn doing Devin something like that. Hey, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. What's popping with my sister Quee? Make sure y'all subscribe to my sister Quee, man. For sure, man. Salute to my sister, man. She live every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern time. So salute to my sis. You already know the vibes. Hey, that boy B King said you got Kiki by UD on Devin. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Salute to the boy BVO. BVO. You came in right timing, my brother. We talking about your man shortly. Salute to my dog BVO, man. So subscribe to my brother, man, and him and the SDN family over there, man. What's good? Hey, that boy Crush, man. We know Crush, man. He ain't a big fan of Keyshawn. He said nice win, but F Coleslaw Davis. Hey, that Coleslaw Davis name is insane, bro. That ass. That shit crazy. My boy Shell said, I think Keyshawn will beat Andy in the pros. Too bad he's scared to fight Andy and want to celebrate other people's work. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, and I'm agreeing with you. I think he's trying to beat Andy in the pros as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is why this man didn't want to get that shit situation out of the way because I think Keyshawn would definitely beat Andy. He would beat Andy easily to me. That's just in my opinion. You know what I mean? But him celebrating Tyler's work, which I already said to y'all, is definitely nasty work. You know what I mean? You can't be celebrating another man's work, man. No. You gotta get that right, man, and make that right on your own behalf, man. Flat out, man. So hopefully, Andy, he build himself back up to where that fight can probably come back into fruition, possibly, man. So we'll see. But overall, Keyshawn Davis was sharp as hell though in this fight, man. And let me read my brother. Salute to my brother Remo about some podcast. He said Keyshawn to me more a dog than Shakur. If Shakur fights Jermaine Ortiz, yeah, he wins, but it's a point decision. Shakur just don't got that killer instinct. Very good fighter, but not the it factor. Uh, uh, uh. I can't disagree with that at all, 100%. Hey, Rewind Boston Podcast said it. I ain't said. He said it. I ain't said, y'all. he, he said it right there, man. Which I'm in 100%, 1,000% in agreement with you. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn, he like that's the that, and I like where you said way into that. Keyshawn is a killer, bro. Like he's a killer in there, and like he got that killer instinct, like the greats, like the Bud Crawfords, the Tank Davis, the Alexander Usyks. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he got Nawa anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like he got killer instincts. You know what I'm saying? When he see blood on there, blood out there, he coming for the blood. You know what I'm saying? And that is a big difference between them two. You know what I'm saying? Shakur, he just wants to win. You know what I'm saying? By any measure, you know what I'm saying? Whether he makes it an ugly fight to where it's boring or whatsoever, Keyshawn is out there trying to entertain you and really trying to, really fucking cook and put on a fucking show. You know what I mean? So, their mindset as far as putting on the show is different. You know what I'm saying? But the Keyshawn's mindset as far as him putting on the show is what's going to make you a fucking superstar in this sport. That's real shit. Like that's real shit right there. Like that's what separates you in this game to push you in this superstar to when you out there trying to put on a fucking show and get these guys out of there that ain't supposed to be in there with you. You know what I mean? Close the fucking show. You feel me? Keyshawn stops Devin, man. All right, let me get into this Devin shit. Let me get into this, man. All right, man. Let me play the clip from Keyshawn, man, post fight, man. Let's get into that.
Who's on?
You heard that, man. You heard that, man. And y'all remember I explained the other day on the show Saturday with Keyshawn Davis before the whole Team Haney jumping Tiger Johnson bullshit then occurred. Keyshawn Davis and Bill Haney was talking to each other before that shit went down. And in that sequence of them talking, Bill Haney was like, you better be ready. Do your thing. Motherfucking Keyshawn was like, shit. Hey, you was in my DM saying, saying what you was saying. Hey, hold your word to it. Basically, insinuating that, Bill Haney and Devin Haney would make the fight next with Keyshawn Davis if he was to beat Jermaine Ortiz. And that's what Keyshawn mentioned right there in that clip, in that post-fight clip right there, where he's saying, yo, Bill in my DMs and everything, hey, let's get it cracking, man. I want Devin Haney next, you know what I mean? And, me, I was like, shit, hey, we gonna see if they hold their word to it. But the boy, man, Devin Haney, he definitely responded, man, immediately after the fight. And his response saying, Keyshawn, let's do it, with the laughing emoji. And then he says, I'm unfuckwittable. That boy, Devin Haney's told that boy Keyshawn that he is unfuckwittable. You know what I mean? Which is crazy right there, bro. Crazy. And I'm like, hey, let's get it cracking, man. Let's get it cracking. Now, I know some people, I know in particular, I've been hearing some people talking about it where they like, they think Keyshawn should get one fight in at 147 to fill in at 147 before he fights Devin Haney. I mean, I see the reasoning and the logic behind that. You know what I'm saying? Get adjusted to the weight because he just fought his first time at 140. But then, after the fight, I seen Dalton Smith, dapping up Keyshawn Davis and stuff after the fight. And we know Keyshawn early in the week, during fight week, on a Portaway podcast, he mentioned, Dalton Smith's name, fighting him as well. And, and then he mentioned Nair Albright as well. Even though Nair Albright is about to fight Frank Martin coming up February 21st on the Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia card. So that ain't happening right now unless, he wins, you know what I'm saying, which that's happening, this month, actually, in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? Mario, Nair Albright beats Frank Martin, and then hey, maybe he come full force and try to make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? If that was to happen in particular, but you know what I mean, Keyshawn pushing for a big fight with Devin Haney right now. That if they gonna get it cracking next, hey, I'm with it. Let's get it cracking. I want to see the fucking fight. I want to see the fight. I want to see the fight. Question. That's why I'm on this nugget, Kel. I think he would redeem against Cruz now. Yeah, yeah, bro. Like I think he'll definitely beat Andy Cruz, but they talking about Andy Cruz fucking around at 130, possibly going down to 130, Eddie Hearn and shit. Like, which I said already before. I don't like the moves for Andy Cruz to go down to 130. I think he should stay at 135 because there's gonna be a lot of movement with 135. You know what I mean? So that's why my personal opinion on Andy Cruz in particular. But in particular, as far as fucking Keyshawn, him being at 140, that's my thing right there. That makes that fight not doable. If Keyshawn has aspirations of going up to 147, then that's going to drive that fight further away because of the weight difference between Andy and Keyshawn, in particular with those two guys. You know what I mean? Because if Cruz go down to 130, then Keyshawn going on to 147. Yeah, we might not never see that fucking fight in particular. Now, like just being all 100% logical and realistic about it, we may not never see Keyshawn fight Eddie Cruz, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as the weight disparity that they have in between them right now. You know what I mean? But let me see something else. My boy Dark Kenny said, I don't see Keyshawn stopping dead, but good ring rush fight for him. Ring rush? What you mean by ring rush? A good ring rush fight for him as far as what? As far as Devin? You gotta explain that to me, Dark Ken. Crush said he hasn't faced the killer yet. Hey, hey. My sis Jan Queen, she said facts plus tags. How the undercard got knockouts, but the main event didn't. Hey, they better read the room in that shit, man. Better read the room. She said Bill is so messy, his old ass. Right. For real. My boy Shield said, I think Keyshawn figures Devin out late. Devin be having good game plan, but he doesn't have plan B. Hey, hey. Yeah, that's the thing is Devin wouldn't fight on the inside with Keyshawn. Keyshawn, that motherfucker really liked to fight. Like Keyshawn will fight you on the outside or the inside, mid range, however you want to fight. Like he can fight from all ranges. You know what I mean? So that what makes the fight really interesting, especially with Keyshawn's body work. Keyshawn going to Devin body, you know what I'm saying, trying to wear him down with all of his lateral movement that Devin does and everything. You know what I'm saying? Devin gonna have to fight a little bit in that fight if he was to fight Keyshawn Davis, in my opinion. Like he's gonna have to fight him. Like he ain't gonna be able to just sit there and because I believe Keyshawn can cut the ring off on Devin. You know what I mean? So Devin would have to mix it up with that motherfucker for real and get it cracking a little bit, man. Which is that's the question. Like, is Devin willing to get dirty in there and fight with Keyshawn in a fight with him? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or he just gonna try to, outclass him and outstyle him, you know what I'm saying, and swag it out on his ass the whole entire fight. You know what I mean? But I don't think him trying to swag it out on Keyshawn is gonna be easy for Devin, honestly. I don't see it. Especially Keyshawn's body work game is crazy. His body work game is crazy. And Keyshawn got some fast ass hands for real. Y'all look at Keyshawn. Keyshawn got some fast ass hands, real shit. Like real shit, he do. Like that boy, he's showing that he can be elite. I ain't saying Keyshawn is elite, but he got elite potential, no talent. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We just need to see, the resume build. You know what I'm saying? This was the start of it. Him fighting Jermaine Ortiz was the starting, point for him. You know what I'm saying? As far as moving in and starting to build upon the resume. Now we want to see, better competition for him. You know what I'm saying? And see him in there in the mix with some niggas for real now. You know what I mean? Salute to my brother T Hill in the building, man. Salute to my brother, man. What's popping with my boy, man? Day one supporter. You know what I'm saying? My boy Shell, he said, so Devin already moved on from the Ryan match. Yeah, the Bills said on the podcast already that they wasn't interested in fighting Ryan. They wasn't interested. So they ain't look pushing for the Ryan Garcia and Barrios winner, which is very interesting to me because I'm asking the Haney fans, why aren't y'all pushing for it? But they don't want the fight. They want Devin to fight Keyshawn coming up from 140 and shit and fight Manny Pacquiao that's fucking 78 years old. And then they want to fight the winner, Tio and Shakur, but they ain't pushing for that Shakur shit 100% though. I see. Some of them don't even want to take. Shakur said if he fights Devin, he'll put a rehydration clause on him. You know what I mean? So that's interesting to hear from some of the Haney fans. I heard from one Haney fan in particular say that he should take a rehydration clause to fight Shakur. You know what I mean? But we're going to get into that conversation. Dark Kid said Keyshawn versus Cobb. Blair Cobb? Man, hell no. I don't want to see that. Keyshawn to beat Blair Cobb's ass. I don't want to see that. Blair Cobb ain't that good. Keyshawn to beat his ass, for sure. My boy Shell said, I think Frank's beats Albrecht. Me too. I think Frank gets the job done, at least by decision in that fight. That's going to be a good-ass fight. That card, that February 21st card, we're going to be talking about that card a lot coming up. You know what I mean? And me and my personal opinion, I feel like that card is a great card for real, from top to bottom, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I love that card February 21st. My boy, he said he got Frank. My boy Yoda said, I got Frank too. Yeah, facts. And then I wanted to play this too, right here from the boy Keyshawn. When Keyshawn was leaving out of the arena though, which was crazy. Right here.
Amazing. You made us that money, baby. Get money, baby. Hey, it's that money, but Devin gonna beat your ass.
Hey, you heard that fan right there. Hold on, let me play it again, bro. Let me play that shit again. You heard this fan out there trolling and shit. The Haney fans out there, man, on some crazy shit, bro. Them boys crazy.
Amazing. You made us that money, baby. Get money, baby. Hey, it's that money, but Devin gonna beat your ass.
So you hear the Haney fan out there talking about Devin gonna beat your ass, and you know that boy Keyshawn ain't backing down from none of these motherfuckers, man. That boy crazy right there. That's why I'm like, that's not an easy fucking layup fight for Devin. You know what I'm saying? And Devin really think he unfuckwittable. You know what I mean? I can see Keyshawn in that fight, man, with that body work can wear Devin down and break his ass down in that fight. I can see that shit for sure, man. And I would love to see this fight next. Do I think it's next? I don't think it's next, honestly. I don't think it's next. But I would love to see the fight if they make it next, though. I would love to see it be next. This Jaguar Bonds and my sister saying, Lord, the Haney's God, why is all over? They try that jumping shit with DB3, it's going down. Thanks. Hey, you ain't jumping no damn Keyshawn. I tell you that right now. That boy be having, he got his two brothers with him. Hey, fuck around, has them other guys from Virginia up there with him and everything. Ain't no jumping shit over there with DB3 from the Tate Haney guys, man. Them YNs over there, they better relax. Over there with that shit. Bring My Boxing Podcast said, Pretty Boy Kelly just keep that strap warm. hey, you already know the vibes. Salute to my boy John 803, man. What's good with you, my boy, man? Much love, brother. Much love, bro. HBCU spotlight. He said Keyshawn trying to move too fast. Devin would make it look easy. How would it be easy though? Like I don't see that being so easy for him. It doesn't, because Keyshawn, like I said, he got the the talent to break motherfucking Devin down. You know what I mean? With that body work he be putting on, his jab, setting up the body work and then setting up his other combinations, bro. Like he can fight from the mid range, he can fight from the inside, and he can fight on the outside. You know what I'm saying? He's an athletic fighter, but that's not an easy fight for Devin Haney. It's not. Like that is not an easy fight for him. The only reason why I look a little bit more indifferent because of the fact that Keyshawn will be moving up to 147. But other than that perspective, but Keyshawn's a big guy. Shit, he was bigger than Jermaine Ortiz, in my opinion, going into this fight with Jermaine Ortiz. For sure. Like, uh, I spoke to my sister quickly. She said it's easy for the Haney crew to say that when they jump in folks bags. Like it's just the mindset, bro. The mindset of that shit. Like, it'd be a lot of corny ass shit, dog. Like a lot of corny ass shit. Salute to my boy Ted 305, man. What's good with my boy, man? 305 in the building. All things. He said Devin made Ryan look easy too, right? Facts. Facts. And shit, Devin was always talking about he a C plus fighter. Yeah, the weight don't matter and all of that shit and everything. And we seen what happened in that fight. We seen what happened. Motherfuckers thinking shit sweet. That was matchmaking gone wrong for Devin Haney that night fighting Ryan Garcia. They thought because of Tank then put belt to ass to fucking Ryan Garcia, they was gonna be able to do the same, and it didn't happen like that. You know what I mean? So like I'm saying, y'all thinking this shit sweet with Keyshawn Davis for Devin. That shit ain't the case at all. It's not. Now I understand now with the HBCU. Now you talk a little more logical as far as the experience. Yeah, the experience is what will hold Devin over in that fight with Keyshawn Davis. That's why you got some people saying that Keyshawn Davis should fight one fight at 147, get his feet wet, and then go into a Devin Haney fight. You know what I mean? So I understand that shit 100% right there. Salute the HBCU spotlight right there with that one. I like that one. That was a good answer on that one. But making it look easy, I don't think it's going to be that easy, though. But Devin's experience, just like it was with Brian Norman Jr., would be the factor of him beating Keyshawn Davis. That would be the factor for sure. Like, most definitely. My boy Dark Ken said Keyshawn should take an introductory fight, 147, before stepping in with Devin. Karen would give Keyshawn some good work. Hey, Karen and Keyshawn to be a good fight. Karen, he on a win streak ever since he lost to Boo Sanders. You know what I mean, Karen to be a good opponent for a lot of guys at 147, but a lot of these guys ain't pushing the limit on fighting Karen right now. You know what I mean? But that definitely would be some good work for Keyshawn for sure. Definitely. My boy Ted 305 said, I got Keyshawn all day in that fight. My only concern is how Keyshawn will look at 147. Absolutely. Yep, I just mentioned that. Yeah, that would be the big concern is how Keyshawn will look at 147, going right up there, not even fighting, only fighting one fight at 140. Like this was your first fight at 140. Like you going up to 147 after that, that would be my only concern. You know what I'm saying? As far as that as well. Like for sure. That definitely would be my only concern. And scroll down some more. My boy Blaze, pound for pound. My boy, look at my boy Blaze, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my dog too, man. Keyshawn is a complete fighter. He made Jermaine look like everyone else he fought. Absolutely. I agree 100%. Keyshawn is definitely a complete fighter. And he got, he got a nice reach among them against a lot of fighters that he's in, size wise. You know what I mean? Keyshawn is definitely complete, man. He can fight from any range, like I said. And his body work and all of that shit, that's why I said that's not an easy fight for Devin, bro. It's not an easy fight. I would love to see this fight, you know what I mean? For sure. Quickly said, folks celebrating jumping folks, but that shit ain't respected. Yeah, we ain't said. Like, my thing is, like, y'all, the jumping aspect of it, motherfuckers celebrating that shit is some straight cornballs for it because of the fact that they try to push this narrative that that shit was started from Tiger Johnson, which it wasn't started from Tiger Johnson. It was obviously from Sean Haney. You know what I mean? Sean Haney spoke upon to fucking Tiger Johnson, and Tiger Johnson asked that man, "Who is you?" And Sean Haney kept going and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Then the shit went left from there. From the ball guy uh, talking shit, talking about he a kid when Sean when Tiger was responding to Sean talking to him, and motherfucking the ball guy say he a smack Tiger. Then the shit went left from there. You know what I mean? But in Tiger's case, definitely got to be 100 and have people around you. You know what I mean? Be aware of your surroundings, man. I will say that for sure, for sure. My boy HBCU Spotlight says, "How did Ryan look off steroids?" Um, I mean, shit. He lost last fight. We'll see what he looked like in February 21st. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? If you believe that the steroid oscillating mean anything, yes, I can tell you one thing. We just seen Matias have oscillating in his system fighting Dalton Smith and got his ass stopped. So the oscillating, in my opinion, don't mean shit. You know what I mean? It means something to you guys that's no fan of Devin Haney's that still crying wolf about the oscillating and shit, thinking oscillating turns you into a fucking Superman. It doesn't. You know what I mean? It don't do shit for you for real, for real. It's a fucking storm. So y'all can take that shit serious if y'all want. But exactly all things. How Dalton Smith do Matias on Ostrin. Exactly. Exactly. That killed that whole narrative right there. That killed that whole narrative right there. Like, out the gate. All right, man. So we'll see what's popping with Keyshawn and Devin and shit. As far as that shit, if that fight goes on, we can get to this main event, man. The main event, man, from these guys, Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson. And let me go ahead and play the clip from the fight. So obviously you see what happened. We know what happened, boy. That boy Shakur Stevens, Shakur Stevenson was cooking that boy Teofimo Lopez, man. Honestly, man, and it was nasty work, bro. To see I love seeing it only due to the fact that Teofimo was getting his ass whooped. I can say that because y'all already know I ain't a crazy fan of Teofimo Lopez myself, and in particular, you know what I mean. So it was cool to see Teofimo get his ass whooped and just get washed out there. You know what I mean? Now it wasn't the ass whooping I wanted to see for Teofimo Lopez. I wanted to see, more blood and more, belt put to, motherfucking T.O. I wanted to see T.O. Stockton this shit, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And was there opportunities for Shakur to stop Teofimo Lopez? Hell the fuck yeah, it was opportunities for him. Did he push the gas on doing so? No, the fuck he didn't. But that's Shakur style. Shakur said he was gonna just beat his ass and win the fight. He ain't going that bitch. Even though during the fight he was saying like, oh, he was gonna stop him a little bit and shit, but it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But overall performance from Shakur Stevenson, man, which is, I made my post about that when I was talking about the fight. Shakur Stevenson boxed Teofimo Lopez head off for 12 rounds, winning by unanimous decision, becoming the new WBO 140 champion. And Shakur was very short. We see why he was the clear favorite in this 100%. Tio couldn't get in range to do anything. Salute to Shakur Stevenson on a great performance, man. It was a great performance, man. You can't say otherwise and say that, it wasn't a great performance from Shakur Stevenson. He get all credit, man. Went in there and did what he's supposed to do, and definitely put on a definitely a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? A hell of a performance for us. Just outboxing and beating the shit out of Teofimo, boxing his head off. You know what I mean? As far as that in particular, you know what I mean? But in general, man, I wanted Shakur to stop this man though, because it was dead. Like we want to see, like if he wanted to really close the show in New York, you close that shit out by stopping this man, getting him out of there. Because Teofimo had no answers. He couldn't get in range with Shakur throughout the whole entire fight. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I honestly, me scoring the rounds, it was like, damn, what I'm scoring the rounds for? This shit is just, Shakur's outboxing this man every round, beating him every round down there. Like, if you want to be generous and giving, Teofimo a late round or two in the fight, you can, but I'm not even that generous for real. I think this was a clear sweep in this fucking fight. You know what I mean? But this was expected. A lot of the people believe Shakur was going to do this with Shakur's amateur background and stuff and everything about with Teofimo Lopez and looking at Teofimo Lopez with his history and and big fights with guys like Josh Taylor and Lomachenko. A lot of people thought that he was going to be up for the fight, but in particular when you look at Teofimo Lopez losing to Cambosis in that fight, and then having lackluster performances with, Steve Claggett and another lackluster performance with Sandro Martin, and he questioned himself, saying that, he don't know if he got it and everything. It makes you think, like, damn, shit, dude, Tio really got a chance in the fight with Shakur Stevenson, where Shakur Stevenson was the heavy favorite, with the bookies in Vegas the whole entire time. They did drop the spread down the day of the fight, but everybody was more favorable on Shakur in this fight, including myself. And this was expected. You know what I'm saying in particular. You know what I mean? And I know people was putting that whole shit out talking about Tio's I never really thought Teofimo was elite, honestly. That's just my personal opinion. I know some people putting that whole notion out there saying, oh, T.O.'s a elite fighter, world class fighter, and they're using that narrative for us, him, being the Ring Magazine champion with the WBO and having that title and all of that and everything, using that as a the talking point to big up Teofimo Lopez in the process. But y'all was already downplaying Teofimo Lopez before the fight. You know what I mean? In particular. A lot of y'all was saying Shakur was gonna watch him and all of that shit. So that's why I said when Shakur had that conversation earlier going into this fight saying that he's putting up a risk. Yeah, you put up a risk for us fighting Teofimo Lopez because you're going in the ring with him, but was it really a truly 100% risk fighting Teofimo Lopez? Because everybody has you as a shoe-in to win this fight. You know what I mean? So like that's what I'll bring to the table for us that shit. It ain't knocking the performance or downplaying the win at all. It's just saying in general, we knew this shit was gonna happen. So we can't sit there and be like going crazy about this win and shit and bigging this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Shakur Stevenson beat motherfucking Bud Crawford and shit because Teofimo ain't no fucking Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Like Shakur was the clear favorite in this fight the whole entire time. Everybody knew this was happening. We know why Top Rank kept Tio away from guys like kept Teofimo Lopez away from guys like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney for that time. Like we see 100% why. You know what I mean? Tio wasn't athletic enough to beat Shakur Stevenson either. He wasn't. So Let me play this. Let me play this other clip too. By the way, since we going into this shit with Shakur. Let me pull it up. Oh, hey, you heard what the man Shakur Stevenson said? He said it was easy. He said it himself. It was easy. You feel me? He said it himself. It was easy. Salute to my boy, to my uncle, man, Uncle Cass, man, Cass Sports, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Uncle Cass Sports, man, for sure. He live every day, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, live, giving you the best history in sports of boxing content, man, that is out there. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to get tuned into the history of the sport of boxing, Uncle Cass got you every day, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, man. Salute the Cash Sports, man. That's family right there for sure. And you know, my boy Tony said Sando Martins made it a fight, but he didn't outclass him respectfully. I mean, yeah, he made it a fight. See, a lot of people felt like Tio didn't win that fight. You want to be, you know what I'm saying? But they gave Tio the win, obviously, because they wanted to move on and keep doing his thing with Top Rank. You know what I mean? As a champion. You know what I mean? You heard my boy Tez 305. He said Shakur was the clear favorite. Absolutely, absolutely. My boy T Hill. He said there's a journeyman and Steve Claggett that had both eyes wide shut. And let's not forget what George Kambosos was able to have Tio looking like. Tio not really like that. Hey, my brother my brother T Hill right there, man, explained it to you right there myself right there, man. My boy B King said Shakira need to stop talking like he's stopping shit. Yeah, but we want to see that killer instinct from Shakur, man. He should have stopped T.O. in my opinion. But hey, great performance from Shakur Stevenson overall. My boy Shots of Sport podcast says T.O. was sick during George fight. That was proven. I'm not going for that bullshit ass excuse. Man, that's me. I always stood on that and said I'm not going for that bullshit excuse for us him. He been saying that same excuse since that fight. I'm not on that bullshit. I think it was cat. My boy J man, well, let's look at my boy man for the city, man. You already know the vibes, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm not with that shit, man. I feel that shit. Hey, when people say shit like that, you know I gotta call that shit.
Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
Yeah, you got that shit. But T.O., he can't even use that excuse for me. He can't use that excuse for me. Let me play this. Let me play this next clip from Shakur too, right here. Oh yeah, this Bud right here. Yes. Hey, that boy Bud was trolling that boy. He said, man, he beat your ass. He was, then start doing a little scuba, little TikTok dance and shit. That boy funny as hell, man. So let's get into this right here with Shakur, the post fight right here, which was very intriguing for him to speak about this in public right here. Hey, man. Dude, that shit crazy, bro. Just for a guy that we know in Shakur Stevenson, who for we once known said that people putting guys on rehydration clauses is pussy and bitches. Now you got him calling out a rehydration clause on Conor Ben and Devin Haney out here publicly right now, man. See how this shit come full circle and change up, man, nowadays in boxing with some of these guys? Like me personally, man, why the fuck do you want to fight Conor Ben so bad? That's my question. That's the question I want to ask. Why the fuck do Shakur Stevenson want to fight Conor Ben so bad? That's what I want to know. What's so special about Conor being for Shakur for him to press on wanting to fight him so bad? Then on top of that, you want to move up to 147 to fight him and want to put a rehydration clause on him. And why would Conor Ben even entertain fighting Shakur Stevenson when he's the mandatory to fight Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia? And in retrospective, is rumors of him in negotiations with Rolly Romero as well. So what's the point of that shit to me? I don't see what's the point of this shit. Like we seen Conor Ben and Rolly Romero, they was fucking around, wrestling around at the damn fights right here.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. We got fired out. We get the fight. May in London. Yeah. May in London.
Why did they escort Rolly out? That's what I was wondering. Like, why they escort him away from him like that? That was kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, it's rumors with Conor being in negotiations with Rolly Romero now. That Rolly Romero negotiations fell off with Manny Pacquiao, which I mentioned that in the show Saturday. And then, of course, we know with Rolly Romero, he has the mandatory with Shakur Stevenson, which I told you, Rolly has no interest in fighting Shakur Stevenson at all. I think it's more interest to where he would fuck around and literally vacate that belt before he fights that guy, in my opinion, as far as Rolly Romero. You know what I mean? But Rolly's looking for a bigger money fight in particular, so I can see him in negotiations with Conor Ben as well. But Conor Ben has title opportunities at 147. So that makes me question why would Conor Ben entertain fighting Shakur Stevenson when he can go and try to accomplish his goal because he's never been a fucking champion. Like you got the opportunity to become champion at 147 fighting for a mandatory with the WBC with Mario Barrios or Ryan Garcia or possibly fight for that WBA with Rolly Romero and you fishing for a fight with damn Shakur Stevenson, a guy that's coming up from 135. It makes no sense to me. And why the hell is Shakur Stevenson entertaining the fight with Conor fucking Ben from the fucking jump? I'm trying to understand this. And the whole logic to me is, like I said, with Teofimo Lopez, Shakur was on record saying that, yeah, I chose this fight. I forced this fight to happen with Teofimo Lopez. I picked Teo and stuff like that. Like he's saying stuff like that. When you saying stuff like that, that makes me think that yes, that guy, 100%, you're the clear favorite in the fight with Teofimo Lopez, and you know what you would do to him, and you're picking him because you know you're gonna win and you're gonna beat this guy. Teofimo was handpicked for Shakur. Handpicked. Match made. And it's the same exact thing. I'm glad. That's why, hey, Teach, I love, that's why I love you, bro. Because you one of the realest Shakur fans that I know. He said, Conor Ben is just a payday. That's all. Big name in the UK right now. I'm glad you can keep it real and bring it to the table on it. You know what I mean? And it comes full force about the legacy. What's the legacy in the fight with fighting Conor Ben? Other than what? Going to the UK and fucking outclassing them or outboxing fucking Conor Ben in the UK in front of thousands of people. That's the legacy of it. It ain't no title on the line in the situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I teach he can be real as a Shakur fan and keep it real and say it's just a big payday. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, and that's exactly what the fuck it is. It's just a payday fight. Shakur is looking for the biggest bag opportunities, and I've been explaining that to you guys. It's not about the belts and all of that shit. If the belts is in play, yes, that plays in play for us, the situation. But these guys are looking for the matchups that's going to get them big paydays because they are prize fighters, man. At the end of the day, they are prize fighters, and I continue to say that. That's the only reason why. And Shakur know Conor Ben is food. He already told y'all right there in the clip in the post-fight interview said that Conor Ben is food. He's telling y'all he's food. Now, what would I want Shakur to do? I would love for Shakur to fight some of them other guys at 140. We got Gary Anton Russell fighting Andy Hiroka, defending his title for the WBA February 21st on the Barrios and Garcia card. That's a title fight. Of course, you got Africa fighting as the co-main event on that card, fighting Oscar Duarte, which is, we know fucking Shakur most likely won't fight Africa because he's fucking brothers with him, so we know that won't happen. Dalton Smith, he's a new champion at 140 right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, mix it up with one of the other champions at 140. Or go back down to 135 and fight Muratalla. You know what I mean? Like, we want to see those matchups. You know what I mean? We already know the other matchups that we want to see. And we'll get to that. We'll see. But other than that, fighting Conor Ben does nothing for me for Shakur Stevenson, honestly. We know what's going to happen in that fight if he fights Conor Ben. We know. Like, we want to see another match. I would love to see Shakur Stevenson fight Gary Anton Russell. Gary Anton Russell win. He's fought Gary Anton Russell before, so he's familiar with him. Everybody says that he won that sparring session where he was getting with Gary Anton Russell. Shit, Gary Anton Russell, he a guy that has aspirations of unifying at 140. That's why that card at February 21st is so interesting for real, because you got 3 fights at 140 on that card. You know what I mean? Africa fighting Oscar Duarte. Gary fighting Andy Hiroka, to where if he win, no, they both win their fights, maybe they can get something going where they unify up. Or if they don't fight each other, maybe Frank Martin come back into play for Africa in particular at 140. You feel me? And shit, and hey, I'm glad you mentioned that, BK. Shit, Oshaki been calling for that fight, big time. Yes, Oshaki did give away his interim strap at 135 for the WBC, but it ain't shit for him to go get it back for us, him being champion at 130 for the WBC. Ain't shit for him to get in position to fight Shakur for 135 for the WBC if Shakur is going to keep that title at 135, which he says he's keeping it. And he says that he's going to come back down to 135, which is it's hard for me to truly believe that if he has aspirations in calling out Conor Ben right after his fight with Teofimo Lopez. You feel me? Like that's hard for me to believe that. Like that's real shit. But Oshaki wants that fight for sure. He definitely wants that fight. My boy, all things said Hitchin versus Curry. I love to see it. And I think the crazy part about that perspective, I feel like Africa want to fight Shakur more than Shakur want to fight him. Like Africa will fight him. If they gave them the bread to fight, Africa will fight him. But Shakur won't, though. We know that. Shakur too fucking friendly with these niggas. He's not fighting nobody that he's friends with. That's the fact of the matter with Shakur. We know that. He on his brotherly love shit always. You know what I mean? My boy Ted 305, he said, what's the reason for this fight? I thought it was about the belts. You're telling me it's for the money? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no bet on the line fighting Conor Ben. So that's why I said, what's the point of fighting Conor Ben? We know the outcome if you was to fight Conor Ben. We know, especially if you got Conor Ben on a rehydration clause, you can imagine Conor Ben, he just had 2 fights with Chris Eubank this past year, fighting at 160. So I'm like, why is Conor Ben even wanting to come all the way back down 2 weight classes to fight at 147 again? That's my question for Conor Ben. Like, why would you go down to 154 if you didn't want to fight at 160? Like, oh, because the Conor Ben don't want to fight those killers at 154? Oh, I get it. I get Conor Ben what he's trying to do. He sees 147 as a weak division, so he want to fight down there and get with those guys down there because he think those other guys at 147 is food to him. That's what Conor Ben is thinking. But that ain't the fucking case because Conor Ben, I don't see anything special about Conor Ben either. There's nothing special about Conor Ben. You got a lower power and pop behind his punch, but it's nothing special behind Conor Ben at all. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have no great skills in the ring, and ring generalship. You know what I mean? His IQ ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? 100%. His IQ damn sure ain't better than Shakur Stevenson. His footwork and no, that pressure style ain't gonna fucking work on Shakur Stevenson, especially with him being on a rehydration clause. That's just being 100% real right there. Like this fight, it means nothing to me for Shakur Stevenson to fight Conor Benn. It means absolute nothing to me. It makes no absolute sense for it, to be honest, in my opinion. Like, like it makes no sense other than Shakur getting the fucking payday fighting in the damn UK. That's the only thing it makes up for. You know what I mean? And J Man said Africa will give him problems. Hey, I think Shakur beats Africa. That is my opinion. I think he beats Africa. See my boy Boxing Hacker, man. Salute the Boxing Hacker with the $5 super chat. He says Shakur is the number one champion in both 135 and 140. Lineal at 130 and 140. The four division champion has resume surpassed Tank by far. No comparison. Boy, don't get your ass clipped from the show today saying no dumbass shit like that, boy. The resume's still not there, in my opinion, either. Just because, like, I just explained how Shakur clearly handpicked Teofimo Lopez and fighting him. You know what I mean? Which we all knew he was the clear favorite. Does that make the resume even more solid other than, you over here dick eating Shakur Stevenson? You know what I'm saying? When you're a big Devin Haney fan, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get to that conversation in a minute, too, for sure. Like, does it make it real strong? Because and a lot of people don't think Teofimo was elite and really think that he was really like that. Cambosis is a prime example. Like when Teofimo lost to Cambosis, that was the writing on the wall right there. Like something's wrong here. Like if you losing to Cambosis, then you're not that fucking good as we thought. Because we know Cambosis ain't shit. You know what I mean? Definitely smoking pop rocks with that shit. You feel me? Like, in fact, Sis said nothing special about Conor Benn at all. Exactly, nothing. There's nothing special about Conor Benn at all. So, what's the point of Shakur Stevenson fighting Conor Benn? That's my question. Like, other than him getting a big ass payday, because we know what's gonna happen, just like we know what was gonna happen Saturday night with Teofimo Lopez fighting Shakur Stevenson. Like, we know what's gonna happen. And of course, J-Man said, why you always don't tank me? You must really think Tank the best. Exactly. Hacker has his thing, and all his talking points, he has to use Tank for a perspective because he never has no leg to stand on. Using Tank, he think using Tank name makes his talking point more solidified and more valid and more fire in a perspective when it makes it look even more fucking gay as hell in reality. Because you got an obsession of talking about Tank. Niggas ain't even talking about Tank. He brings Tank into the conversation, being the first person on the show today. Nobody wouldn't even talk about Tank. Like, he does this every time, bro. Every time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it should be like, bro, like, do you got Tank pictures on your wall too? Like, goddamn. Like the digging would be crazy, bro. Like it'd be real live nasty work, bro, from a big perspective, bro. Like dead ass, bro. Like the shit be crazy. It's like an obsession. Like he got a fatal attraction over Tank or something, dog. Like it should be crazy. And he talking about the resume. The resume still lacking to me. Like I need to see more. I need Shakur. That's what I'm saying. Shakur hasn't been in a fight to where we thought he was going to lose. So how can his resume be fire and be better than Tank Davis, if you want to use for example, when he hasn't been in a fight where he thought he can lose? Teofimo wasn't the guy that we thought he was going to lose to. So that further asks me the question for that. Like we ain't seen him in that fight, that true fight that we know Shakur gonna lose on. Everybody in the world knew Shakur was gonna beat Teofimo Lopez. Like exactly, says Shakur Stevenson versus Conor Benn means nothing to boxing but a fucking payday in the UK for Shakur Stevenson. T. Hill said Shakur definitely beats Africa, not as impressively as he watched Tio, but fairly easy in my opinion. Yeah, I believe Shakur beat Africa. You know what I'm saying? I definitely got Shakur in that fight as well. I don't like. I need to see more from Africa. That's why I mean this fight with Oscar Duarte from with Africa is very interesting because Oscar Duarte is on a win streak since he got knocked out by Ryan Garcia. So he been on the tear. So and Oscar Duarte got popped behind that punch. He's not the greatest skilled boxer. He can box a little bit, you feel me? But Oscar Duarte, he decent. So the fight is meant for Africa to win. You know what I'm saying? If you picking between those two with Oscar Duarte and Africa, it's there for him. But it's not a real layup fight for Africa either. Kind of similar with the Keyshawn and the Jermaine Ortiz situation. You know what I mean? And particular as far as Africa, but it's not a layup for Africa on Oscar Duarte. It's not. Like, you know what I mean? And see, and it's crazy how y'all like Shakur is the clear favorite over Tank too. You believe that because you hate Tank, but you love his dirty draws. Like that's the thing that be killing me. If Shakur was that confident in fighting Tank, bro, he should have went ahead and fought Tank in 2024. That's why I don't even like having this conversation. Like I already explained it with Shakur Stevenson and his team. They are very strategic, similar to Bud Crawford on picking their fights. They are very strategic on picking their fights, bro. And which is you can't be mad at it. Just like Devin Haney is very strategic on picking his fights. All of these guys, these promotional companies, people are strategic in picking fights for their fighters. You know what I mean? Like that's just the fact of the matter right there. And this is exactly what we have right here for Shakur Stevens. We see he's carefully picking who he wants to fight, you know what I'm saying, and keep scaling. Like when he had the opportunity to fight Tank in 2024, he went on the fucking fight, fucking he was going to fight on Matchroom, bro. The fight, fucking Joe Cardina. Like you went from the possibly talking the fight Tank Davis to fighting Joe Cardina. That doesn't show me you confident in fighting that guy. Like that's why I say like y'all be coming over these bullshit ass narratives and shit, and that shit be corny as hell. Like yeah, that should be mad corny. Let me go ahead and play this from the. Oh yeah, when he was walking out.
First and foremost, congratulations. Just have to ask you, was that easier than you thought it would be? I mean, look at you dancing. Like you didn't even take a hit.
Honestly, yeah, he's a good fighter, but I said it could be a one-sided fight. I said that. I knew what level I'm on, and it's gonna take a bad motherfucker to get in there and even compete with me.
Look down the camera and give a message to your haters.
Hey, stop hating on me. I told y'all I'm the best. I keep telling y'all this. I don't know why y'all keep going against me. Keep going against me, though. It's going to give me fuel every time.
Let me play this. Teach, we're going to get to that real quick because I'm going to run that back because I did talk about Padley this weekend earlier in the show. We're going to get to that. Let me play this clip real quick.
Yo, I thought he was fast, he was slow. I should have stopped his ass, but he started fighting back. He started fighting. I said, oh, hey, you knocked him down. He started trying to knock me. He was trying to knock me out.
Did y'all hear that? Hold on, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what he said right there towards the end? Said I was gonna stop his ass, but he started fighting. Did y'all hear that? Nah, we gonna run that back, bro. We gotta run that back. I know y'all acting like y'all didn't hear that shit, dog. Like, I know y'all motherfuckers out there. Hey, let me know in the chat. Did y'all hear what he said at the end of that clip right there? Y'all let me know. Put a boxing glove in the chat and let me know if y'all heard what Shakur Stevenson said at the end right there, bro. But that was nasty work right there. That was some nasty work. That was some nasty work.
Yo, I thought he was fast, he was slow. I should have stopped his ass, but he started fighting back. He started fighting. I said, oh, you knocked him down. He started trying to knock me. He was trying to knock me out.
He said I should have stopped his ass, but he started fighting back. He tried to knock me out. So my question is, in that clip right there, if you believe you could have stopped his ass, why didn't you go for the knock? Like what was Teofimo doing in the fight, action wise, bringing to you that made you not go for the knockout? That's my question. Like, that's my question right there. Like, what stopped you from going? What really stopped you? Because Teo had nothing for you. Like, he couldn't get in range with you or anything. Like, he was forcing his shots where you was picking shots off when he was forcing his shots. Like, what did Teo have for you that made you not go for the kill? This is the shit I be talking about right here. The killer instinct right here, bro. Like, he want to turn up really and be like the real face of boxing, the real star that he want to be 100%. You got to close the fucking show. And you ain't willing to close the show because you really still tentative on what's coming back to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what separates Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is willing to close the fucking show. That's why people looking at Keyshawn the way he is, like, oh, he a fucking cold killer. Hey, that boy, he's special. Keyshawn's special right there. He a cold killer. When he see blood, he coming for blood. He going for the kill. But Shakur don't have that. Like, if he had that, that boy would be fucking he'd be really that fucking nigga if he was killing shit like that. If he closed the show and really cook niggas and finish these niggas, he'll be a really, really bad motherfucker. But he don't have it in him to do so. Neither does Devin Haney. Devin Haney don't have that same shit in him either. That's why they value is where they're at in the sport, bro. Like, and we was talking about that shit Saturday for us, the business of boxing, like, entertain us, bro. Like, Shakur performance was entertaining. I'm not saying he didn't put on an entertaining performance Saturday, because he definitely put on an entertaining performance, great performance, dominated, did what he was expected to do. But to turn this shit up an extra notch, when you got T.O. beat down there every round, finish the fucking job. Finish the damn job. That's my whole perspective with that. Finish the fucking job. That's all we ask for. Entertain us 100% and turn this shit up and make people believe in your words when you say you're going to stop a nigga. But niggas never believe in you stopping anybody because you never want to finish the fucking job. You want to admire your work more than finish the damn job. Get down and dirty and finish the job. That's why I'm not that confident in him if he was to fight Tank Davis for real. Like, that's being real shit. Like, you going to have to be a killer in there to fight Tank Davis, bro. Like, that jabber, like, he is the master of this as far as the range and shit. That's the key factor in the fight with Tank and a lot of guys that Shakur Stevenson will fight. As far as him measuring his distance and his reach and everything. But you break his ass down, going to the body and stuff and work on that motherfucker. It's open, it's there. Zapata fought a better fight than Teofimo Lopez. He fought a better fight than Teofimo Lopez. Josh Padley had more success than Teofimo Lopez, for God's sakes. Like, and by the way, Teach, with Padley, yes, Padley, he got the second round stoppage, but let me show you who Padley fought, though. He fought this guy. Padley fought him. Dude, 23-3 now. Got stopped once in his career. The dude that Padley fought was coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put too much harness on that win as far as the Shakur fans in particular, because Padley just fought a guy that's coming off a fucking loss. So I wouldn't put too much harness behind that shit. They giving Padley good fights at 130 for him to build and look good, so it makes Shakur resume look good. That's just the clear fucking obvious in that. Well, we see everything, man. We call this shit spade to spade with everything, dog. Like, all right, let me play this clip right here.
Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You a hell of a fighter. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you went in there and did what you were supposed to do. You dig deep and you did what you were supposed to do, and I'm proud of you, bro.
That's him talking to T.O. right there. And let me play this clip for the post-fight interview right here.
I'm into big fights. I like big fights. I like big money fights. I like proving that I'm the best, and I like doing things that people say I can't do. There's a lot of people that will say that I'm too little for Conor Ben, and I can't do it. So it makes for a tremendous fight.
And Eddie mentioned that there's quite a few that DMs go back and forth between you two. Is it all amicable? Is there a bit of aggro going on?
It's gonna be a good beef. I like the beef. I like the story behind it, and it's a tremendous fight.
Yeah. now, who in the world out there is telling Shakur Stevenson that he will lose to Conor Ben because he's too little for him? And then if that's the case, why put a rehydration clause on Conor Ben if that's the case? If you feel like you're a big guy and you're big enough to fight Conor Ben at 147, why ask for the rehydration clause if you're not worried about the weight? That's my question right there for Shakur Stevenson, right there. Y'all kind of see some of these little, mixed moves that be going on with him, bro. Like, and I've been acknowledging this shit for a long time. You know what I mean? Where it's like you say one thing and then you say another, and that happens a lot with Shakur Stevenson. And that's why I be saying, like, y'all motherfuckers got to stop doing these motherfucking interviews, stop doing and talking too damn much. Because y'all don't know how to talk in these situations professionally, bro. Like, nobody in the world believes Conor Ben would beat Shakur Stevenson. There's no threat in this fight with Shakur Stevenson with Conor Ben. So, what makes this fight a tremendous fight? What makes this fight a risk other than him going to the UK fighting over there and fighting Conor Ben? And you notice that he said he wants the big fights, the big money fights and stuff. I told you, it's about the money more for Shakur. It's not about the legacy. If the legacy plays in effect with it, where it's a belt on the line for the fight, yes. But he's just looking for big money fights. But being very strategic in the fights that he's taking, because Conor Ben is a big money fight in the UK where he'll be the heavy favorite. And we know what's going to happen in that fight. So what makes this fight a tremendous fight? I ask again. What makes it what makes it a tremendous fight? It's not a tremendous fight to me. It's a whole money fucking grab. That's all it is. And my boy Teach, as a Shakur fan himself, he already let y'all know that it's a total 100% money grab. So somebody make this make sense for me. And it won't never be able to become clear on this shit. And getting to the conversation, let's talk about this motherfucking T.O. Let's break this shit down. This shit was mind blowing to me from Mr. Teofimo Lopez Sr. right here that makes this shit look even more crazy.
Is that with Teofimo Lopez Sr.? Teofimo, first of all, commiserations. Not the way you wanted the night to go. Can you talk me through the fight? No. Everything was fine. The sparring sessions were like what motivated me to this fight. That I was 100% sure who was gonna win. For some reason, the game plan. My son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to do. His rhythm was supposed to be different, where we were supposed to stop Shakur from doing whatever Shakur does best. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to him for winning. You know what I'm saying? But I think probably the networks and everybody, the media, everything leading up to this fight, everybody already talking that already about Shakur fighting in May, where the winner was supposed to go and fight in May, against whoever it was. So I think that probably got to him, you know what I'm saying? People talking about me being drunk, all that.
Excuses. And then, starting off, let me ask, why the fuck did T.O. just throw his son under the bus saying that he didn't do what he told him? Nigga, you wasn't telling him shit for him to fucking conquer up and measure and do anything in the fucking fight. You talking about go get him? He can't punch. Bro, it was nasty work to see, dog. Like, what the fuck was that right there? Like, you throw T.O. Jr. under the bus because you didn't know what to fucking do. Both of y'all guys was mentally fragile in this fucking fight. He's saying, that the networks, there's a lot of things against us and everything. The networks and stuff, they was pushing for Shakur to have a fight in May and everything, saying everything was against them. Probably so, definitely was. Don't get it twisted. I'm in agreement with you on it. But that's not an excuse for you to go out there and perform. No excuses. This is why I said the bullshit excuse that they gave for their Cambosis loss don't rock well with me. It don't sit well. It don't measure over here for me. You know what I mean? And let me play this other clip from T.O. Senior right here.
28 years old. He's still not in his prime, and we're coming back stronger than ever. Next time I think he's ready to go to 147.
What were you saying to him in between rounds to try and get him to change the fight?
What we did in sparring, what he was doing in sparring, and for some reason he wasn't doing it, and that's why I was very upset. And I think we hurt Shakur, like I think in the 8th round, and he was hurt for about 2 rounds, and he let him come back. The whole plan was not to exchange with him. The whole plan was not to box with him. But I guess, it worked to Shakur's benefit, and congratulations to him and to his team. And we got to move to better things, you know what I'm saying? It's not the end of the world. A lot of great fighters have lost 8 times, and it's not, my son is not 40 years old or 30 or 48 years old, so we still got a lot more to do, Go to 147 and fight the best at 147.
One more question for me.
Yeah.
How is Teofimo doing right now?
The what?
I care about you. I care about your son. So I'm asking, how is Teofimo doing right now?
Oh, he's doing great. Everything's fine. It's not like he got knocked out or whatever it is.
More so mentally.
Mentally, of course he's gonna be all right. He wasn't okay the whole week. You know what I'm saying? I think like for about 2 or 3 weeks he wasn't okay because everybody was talking really bad about him. That's got to stop. And I think that it was a plan that worked. Because they know that my son sometimes takes everything serious, and that's why he was talking the way he was talking in the press conference, talking about a lot, bad things and stuff like that. I told him to stop doing that, but when you talk bad about your father, that affects a lot. It affects a kid. It affects like somebody that you love, you know what I'm saying? And that gotta stop, my son is fine. We're gonna go right now, have something to eat, enjoy ourselves, regroup, and come back. He's the greatest. He's one of the greatest fighters right now in the business. And let's see what happens, in the future, and try to get one of the best fights out there.
Respect to you, respect to your son.
He came back, he had a loss. He came back strong. He did great things. And
All right, so that was Teofimo right there. Well, more excuses saying that Teofimo Lopez didn't like what was said about himself and his father leading up into this fight weeks prior to the fight right there. Which is I can't, bro. You know what's on the line, Teofimo Lopez, so I can't go with that excuse, bro. I'm not going with that excuse. Nobody's not gonna feel sorry for you not having your mind right, worrying about what people saying out there in the media and shit. That's a bullshit ass excuse for this fight, for the performance. Just say y'all motherfuckers didn't have no answer for Shakur and y'all knew what was happening. That y'all had no game plan. It was no game plan at all. And you can tell 100% just looking from Teofimo Lopez. He said the game plan was to not box with Shakur and everything. It was to, bring the fight to him and take it to him. Well, y'all didn't bring shit to him. Y'all didn't bring shit to the table. You know what I'm saying? And you're not about to sit up here and give us an excuse, talk about the mental issues or worrying about what people were saying. No, bro, you got to be locked in the fight, bro. Y'all fight at MSG. Your strap on the line. Your status is on the line. You're a professional. You got to handle business. Nobody ain't going for no bullshit ass excuses from Teofimo Lopez, Senior. Like, we're not going for that shit. Exactly. Like, J-Man's like, did you even pinch the bitch? like, for real. Now, he said he did hit him with a couple of shots, you know what I'm saying, that, that affected Shakur in the 8th round, which, yes, he definitely did. But he went away from it. Like, if Teofimo Lopez, he focused on more headshots than the body. That's why I said with these fighters in this generation, a lot of these guys don't go to the body enough at all. And we knew going to this fight, Teo has to go to the body to affect Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? In some sort of way, but he didn't go to the body much at all. That's just real shit. Yeah, my boy D1, he said all he had. Salute to my brother D1, man. Y'all already know, subscribe to my brother, man. Y'all already know Angry White Man Boxer podcast, man. Subscribe to my brothers over there. He said all he fucking did was jab. If that's greatness shit, man, you guys are missing out on what real greatness is. Hey, man. Hey. I already said D1, bro. I like what separates the shit from Keyshawn and Shakur is Keyshawn's willing to go get it and be a killer, man, and Shakur isn't. We just played the clip, not too long ago where he said he was gonna stop T.O. and then he said T.O. was starting to fight him and shit and trying to knock him out. To where it stopped him from going for the knockout on Teofimo Lopez. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit right there. That showed me that you really ain't no killer 100%. Like, that just shows that shit right there. Salute to my boy Big Bob Good right there. He said, Cam, you think Tank can set up Kerr? Yeah, I mean, me personally, business-wise, I don't think Kerr, like Tank, he can say he get out of his situation, whatever, with his legal shit. Kerr wouldn't be next. He wouldn't be next. It'd be another fight before that, and then probably push for Kerr. Which I just don't see them two mix it up in 2026. I see that fight being more 2027-ish, in my opinion, between Tank and Shakur right now. That's just my opinion on the path that they on. Like, you got Shakur trying to fight Conor Ben and shit, and otherwise, then Tank, if he was, he get done with the legal shit, he gonna be looking at Pitbull or Lamont Roach probably. You know what I mean? Most likely. You know what I'm saying? And so the dark horse is Manny Pacquiao for Tank as well, as far as the dark horse wise. But I mean, we'll see. But that's a fight that I'm planning for, and I've been calling for a long fucking time, and I want it even more than ever. right now at this point. I will let you know that right now for sure. Since said his exact words was he started to fight back. That's what he said. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was going to go to stop him, but he started to fight back, and he was trying to knock me out. That's what he said. Like, like I'm going off on what he said. Hold on, let me run it back. Hold on, let me run it back.
Yo, I thought he was fast, he was slow. I should have stopped his ass, but he started fighting back. He started fighting. I said, oh, you knocked him down. He started trying to knock me out.
Now you heard him. You heard him. Hey, salute to my boy A Sauce, man. Salute to my dog, man. He said, "Don't hold your breath, fam." Shakur putting up more and more roadblocks. We see what Shakur does when he wants to fight. He begs and calls on the phone. With Tank, he rides shit and rides. He hides behind Turkey and Eddie. Facts, definitely. Definitely. That's why I said these motherfuckers, bro, picking and choosing, man. Picking and choosing. Let me play this clip from T.O. right here from after the fight right here.
And life comes at you, it'll come at you in many ways. And you gotta treat it like a champ. That's it. You gotta treat it like a champ. Tell yourself it's okay. I learned from it and I treat it like a champ every time. So if you're going through hard times in your life, whether it's from any sports or academics or anything like that, it's okay. You're still a champ. I was just honestly too focused on one particular objective, one particular thing, than really enjoying what I could see opening. You know, I was catching him a lot with the body shots a lot. So I think that was one of my effective arsenals that was getting him every time. I think just more combinations, especially finish with left hooks and stuff. I did poorly on not listening to my team. That's on me. This is Madison Square Garden. This is the home of the Knicks. This is the home of the Rangers. This is the home of many people, including Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, and so on and so forth. So to be here, to do that, to be in this moment, whether you win or lose. I mean, Joe Frazier dropped Muhammad Ali here, you know, in front of the whole world, in front of everybody at the Garden. So it happens. Back to the drawing boards. See where we go. See if I move up. See what we do next.
All right, so word got around yesterday with Mr. Teofimo Lopez speaking about him for us moving up. He is officially moved up to 147 pounds now, officially now, after this fight, which is, you know, I seen some people, you know, speak about, you know, before the fight, they was believing T.O. was drained going in this fight. I don't personally believe he was drained. That's just me personally. But, you know, some people believe like he should have been moved up to 147, that he stayed at 140 a little bit too long. But I don't believe in that perspective. I believe that he made 147. He made 140 good the other day before he fought fucking Shakur. So I don't believe in the whole weight drain situation that people trying to put that little narrative with Teofimo Lopez. I damn sure don't believe in that shit at all. And what Valazar said, damn, look at that face. Man, bruh. Man, shit, even further, bruh. Right there. So, boy was definitely marked up like the subway in Harlem, man, the other day, man. Marked up like the subway in Harlem. Harlem. My boy J Man said T.O. overrated as fuck. I've been saying it. He hit two hits on two hyped up white fighters. You can't fool me. Hey, bro. Oh, bro. Yeah, I never really thought T.O. was elite to me. A lot of people thought, you know, just because of, you know, the titles and stuff, the accolades and everything, it make these guys elite. I got a different perspective here as far as that shit, man. I don't think, you know, T.O. was ever elite in my eyes. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? Other people can have their opinion saying he was elite because of his accolades and all of that shit. I understand that, but I don't fighting wise, like match up with the top guys. Like he was for the picking for a lot of guys. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And T.O. can't make no excuses coming into this shit. You know, T.O. didn't make no excuses. So why the fuck is Teofimo Lopez Sr. making excuses for T.O.? That's my question. Why is he making excuses saying T.O. head wasn't on straight and everything? I'm not going for that bullshit that Sr. was, fucking trying to pull right there in that clip right there. You know what I mean? Like, even further, like, crazy part, I found this kind of ironic right here. Like after the loss, if you look, you go on and look on top ranks on a IG page, is no content with support of Teofimo Lopez from the fight with Shakur. You see Xander, you see Susu, you see Keyshawn. They all in support of their guys that fought, other than Teofimo Lopez. No support. Shows you how much that top rank cares about Teofimo Lopez. Bob Earl, he was the guy that was on record saying that he thought that Shakur was going to beat Teofimo Lopez leading up in this fight in the interview. So y'all better read the room in this shit, man. Now, if T.O. won, they probably would have said something about him. But T.O. lost, they didn't even say shit about this motherfucker. Said nothing about him. Nothing. Hey, exactly. Barbara, he don't give a damn what. T.O. can go sign with Pro Box, Zuffa, whoever. Yeah. Turkey with Ring Mag or whoever. Yeah. He don't give a damn about Teofimo. He don't have no value in Teofimo Lopez. So he said, fuck him. Go ahead and cash his ass out, send his ass packing. And that's exactly what the fuck they did just now with that boy. Exactly what they just did. Hey, I found this this was mad funny right here. I wanted to play this right here from Gilly the Kid right here, dog.
Say it was a hell of a fights last night. Shout out to all my youngins. Shakur, you did your thing. Shoo, you did your thing. Keyshawn Davis, you did your thing. T.O., you know I fuck with you. Change trainers immediately, T.O. Listen, man. Shakur hit you with 69 jabs in one fucking round. You got to the fucking corner. You popped about, what are you doing? Where is the eye of the tiger? The eye of the tiger. You mean the eye of the tiger? Nigga, that's a song. That's not fucking for real. T.O., I love you, man. Love you, Pop. Change trainers, man. You pop over there talking about, you gonna be mad at yourself in the morning. Nigga, tell me what to do. Slip the jab, come up the middle. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you see Pop-Pop over in Shakur corner. Listen, everything leads off the jab, all right? How you feel? How's power feel? Hey, listen, that 1-2, you can get that 1-2 off. Don't hold it back. You over there talking about, where's the eye of the tiger? Man, what the fuck is you in here talking about, man? Yo, change trainers, T.O., man. I love you and Pops, man, but you need a nigga that's gonna teach you something, man. Right?
Man. hey, all facts right there about Gilly right there, bro. And you see a lot of people screaming out saying T.O. definitely got to get rid of his pops in that corner, man, which that was very fucking evident, obviously, especially with his pops throwing him under the bus and everything. You feel me? Like, yeah, T.O. definitely got to get his team in order for sure now, man. If he is going to continue on and, try to do something. Me personally, can T.O. make some noise at 147? I ain't that high on it too much, honestly. You know what I mean? 147 is a division that it got some guys in it. It's not a strong division, you know what I'm saying, 100%. But it got some guys that's cracking up there at 147, but it's not a strong division in particular in a lot of people's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So he could probably make some noise up there at 147 maybe, but no, Like I said, Tio he ain't stopped nobody since he fought Compa his first fight at 140. So we knew the power with Tio wasn't cracking like that. You know what I'm saying? At 140 going into this fight 100%. You know what I mean? Just in general, but yeah, that boy had it right. That boy talking about the eye of the tiger in the corner and shit to this nigga. I'm like, bro, hey, I was thinking the same shit like Gilly talking about, bro. That's a fucking movie. This shit ain't real, bro. Like, what type like that whole Muhammad Ali, that eye of the tiger fucking speech shit ain't working in the corner, bro. Like T.O. needs some real guidance in the corner, man. Somebody that's gonna really teach them the sport of boxing and keep them together in these fights and be able to make adjustments in the fights. And they had no fucking answer at all into this fight. Like, let me believe, like, they didn't really have a game plan for real going into this fight, 100%. They knew they were outmatched 100% going into this fucking fight. Like, I seen people was making a little emphasis talking about um T.O. was playing mind games with Shakur Stevenson with saying the little sexual gestures and shit that he was saying and everything. I said I don't think that shit was getting the fucking Shakur, honestly. You know what I mean? And plus that type of mind game shit is bullshit any fucking way. You feel me? Like I feel like that shit just straight up fugazi for real. So I didn't see any mental games working on Shakur that T.O. was trying to play. You know what I mean? It was more so nervous energy, nervous vibes to me more than any damn thing. You know what I mean? You moving around dancing and shit and everything. Like, nah, bro. More nervous energy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that shit cap right there. Like, and then, like, this was what capped it off for that night that had me weak as hell, though, that everybody was talking about, too. Like, this nigga T.O. doing this shit after the fight right here. That boy, Shakur, then boxed his head off and made that boy apologize to the black people for slavery and everything, dog. Nasty fucking work, bro. Nasty fucking work. Nasty work, dog. Nasty work, man. I'll put the link in the comments, man. I've been talking almost 3 hours about this bitch. Yes, says I'm weak as hell. Made that man apologize for slavery, dog. This shit funny as hell, bro. You can't make this shit up in boxing, bro. You can't make this shit up, man. The link is pinned to the top, man. Y'all want to join the panel, man, and come up and talk some boxing and go over these fights, man. And then just to add a little bit more, Zupa had their card last night, man. Jaleel Hackett won last night. Rayo Valenzuela, he won his fight. He was the main event, had a rugged fight, fighting the guy that was the Timu Pitbull Cruz last night in Torres and won by unanimous decision. And then he decided to call out Shakur Stevenson, like, Rayo Valenzuela, why the fuck are you calling out Shakur Stevenson while you over there at Zuffa, nigga? Like, you just went 10 rounds with a Timu Pitbull Cruz and you calling out Shakur Stevenson sitting over there with Zuffa boxing, bro. Fuck out of here. Like, Rayo Valenzuela fight wasn't that crazy last night, in my opinion. Wasn't that crazy at all last night. You know what I'm saying? But the overall, I would say Zuffa card was decent last night. I will say that. It was better than the first week. It was better than this first week. I will say that for sure. Boychuk won last night. High Rod got a crazy comeback knockout on Gozik. Gozik, a guy that fought David Benavidez last night. Fought David Benavidez a couple fights ago. Zuffa boxing card, the second event last night was decent. It was a decent event for sure. But overall, hey, let me remind y'all though. Y'all remember this though? I wanted to run this by y'all because it might start an uproar with some because you got Devin pushing for Keyshawn, right? He pushing for Keyshawn Davis there. You know what I mean? But they were in New York in particular for the winner, I heard, of that fight with T.O. and Shakur. But let's kind of bring a little bit in memory lane of Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson a little bit.
Hey, for now, bro. For now. Hey, for now.
I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you. That's what I said.
And I bet you that, and I bet you on everything I love, he don't. We can bet whatever.
And I bet
We
you
could
I do.
bet whatever. We could bet whatever.
Listen,
We could bet whatever.
When we do, it's gonna be for everything, and we gonna see.
What you just said? Oh, Devin going such and such. That shit ain't gonna happen. I think I'm a bad motherfucker.
You think
Hey,
I was gonna say something else?
I think I'm a bad motherfucker, just like he is. I'm a bad motherfucker. Y'all know that.
We gonna see.
I know that.
You are. Okay, you are.
So all this beat the shit out of me. That shit dead. That shit somewhere else. I don't know where y'all get that from.
Oh man, yeah, man. So I see a lot of Devin Haney fans out there saying that shit with Shakur won't work. The shit that Shakur's fighting style won't work on Devin Haney. That Devin Haney will beat Shakur Stevenson. I see everything. I see everything. We remember that shit. we remember everything, man. That's just funny, bud. That's just some funny ass shit right there. I gotta play that clip again. That shit still get me weak right now.
Yo. I thought he was fast. He was slow. I should have stopped his ass, but he started fighting back. He started fighting. I said, "Oh, you knocked him down." He started trying to knock me. You trying to knock me out.
My boy 10305, he said they fake friends again. I heard, yeah. You know that boy Shakur. He was after that situation happened with Ryan Garcia with Shakur and everything. Shakur, he was supporting. He was in support of Devin Haney in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then the crazy part was, that when Shakur put on a bad performance, that boy, Devin Haney, he was like, shit, I should have gave that nigga 2%. Yeah, he played Shakur super cop. You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like the way Shakur feel about Devin ain't the same way Devin feel about Shakur for real. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%, dog. Like that's just what that shit is. But yeah, they on some fake friendship shit right now, in particular. And my boy Cardenas said at 147, Shakur ain't beating Devin. Maybe at 135. Yeah, I mean, shit. Obviously, Devin ain't never coming back down 135. But 147, I got if Shakur and Devin was the fight, I would pick Shakur in that fight. I ain't gonna lie. I pick Shakur in that one. Yeah, I think he'll beat Devin. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But it's not a like action wise, like it is not a crazy fight. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Malachi say, he said no one outside of the bubble want to watch Shakur versus Haiti. Bro, like, hey, see, that's what I'm saying. Exactly right there. Action wise, it don't pose for a fight that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? But people want to see it because of the names and the legacy behind that matchup that people believe in for us, these two guys mixing it up. That's the only reason why people want to see, just like Teofimo Lopez. Like Teofimo was a part of the five guys, you know what I'm saying? For us, Tank, Ryan, Tio, Shakur, and Devin. Tio's in that conversation because of these guys came up, even though Shakur wasn't really in their era. Like four of those guys came up together in the same era. Shakur a little bit after. Like Shakur, his talent with and him being close around their age is what brought him into the conversation, which it ended up being five guys with those guys. But truly, Tio never mixed it up with none of them until just now fighting Shakur. Devin fought Ryan Garcia. We know what happened in that. He lost. Ryan is the one that fought two of the guys out of the five, in which he fought Devin and Tank, and he 1-1 right now. You know what I mean? So this makes up for, that's why I said with the shit with Tio, like Tio was only in the conversation because of what he was building upon for us, his legacy on winning the titles and stuff, and his accolades and everything. And him coming up in the same era of those guys. That's why he was in the conversation. But did people really truly believe Tio can beat all of those guys? Like in Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson and Devin and Ryan? Like, did people really believe that? I mean, I know some people believe he can mix it up with guys like Ryan and Devin and shit, but a lot of people wasn't confident in T.O. beating Shakur nor Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Like that's just the fact of the matter right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I said shit be hand picked out this bitch. And my boy the Cardenas said Devin do more grabbing and moving and all that. Yeah. And the crazy part, like that grab and hold style, that's the same style that Josh Kelly did. Like Josh Kelly, jab, hold, move around. He did the same shit against BAHKRAM and got a decision over BAHKRAM this past Saturday. You know what I mean? But and that style of boxing, a lot of people just not favorable of that style. It's not exciting. It don't bring eyes to the sport. A lot of people feel that shit is running and it's bullshit. Like that style is shitty. Since I hollered when I heard that old bitch ass nigga. Facts. Facts. Salute to my boy Ruben Langford, man. What's good with you? Mr. Arthur man. What's popping with my boy, Mr. Arthur What's good with you, man? The panel is open if y'all want to come up, man. Sin, man. What's popping, man? Join the panel, dog. My boy Sin, I see you in the building, my boy Sin. That boy Shell, you got Devin and Shakur. Devin was the fight? Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight. It's a 50-50 fight. The thing is, would Devin accept the rehydration clause that Shakur wants in a fight with Devin Haney? That's my question. Now, Mr. Boxing Hacker, he was the guy that said he believed Devin should take the rehydration clause to make the fight happen with Devin and Shakur. That's word from the Boxing Hacker, which he said that this past Saturday. And don't make me get that damn clip for that shit, because I definitely got the clip. I got the clip. Boxing Hacker himself said that Devin Haney should take the rehydration clause to fight Shakur Stevenson. That's what Boxing Hacker said. And I know he in the comments hearing my ass right now, so he can't defer that at all, because that's on the show and it's documented Saturday. J-Man was there. He was there. Jag Queen was there. We all heard fucking Boxing Hacker say Shakur, Devin Haney should take the rehydration clause to fight Shakur Stevenson. And that's my question. Would Devin Haney do that? I'm not sure. I don't believe he will. I just said, no, it was only for Shakur was never, only for Shakur was never in the conversation. Yeah, he was in the conversation because of the age that he was in, because he wasn't coming up with those guys age-wise. But they threw his ass in a conversation with the talent, though, like talent-wise, you know what I'm saying? Cardenas, yeah, you're not going to beat Devin with just a jab and jumping back when Devin jab grabbed and jumps back. Hey, bro, hey, I'm with you over that, dog. I'm with you over there. For real. I'm definitely with you, bro. That's why I'm not excited that they was to fight. That's exactly why. That was why I'm not excited. Not excited at all. Hey, Sauce, my boy said they really act like Tio was special. Yeah, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I never thought Teofimo Lopez was special to me. Like where he was elite, a great fighter, good fighter. Yeah, you can say good fighter. Yeah, accolades and all, but he wasn't a world beater where I'm like Tio can beat all of the top guys between 135, 140, and 147. Like you know what I'm saying. Like Tio just doesn't pose that. He never posed that to me. He never posed that to me. He never posed as an elite guy to me. Like even with him having the accolades that he had, T.O. was never elite to me in my eyes. That's just my personal opinion. Like he was never elite. Like the Cardenas, he said, I think I was the only one to pick Kelly. I been said I saw BAHKRAM could be outboxed. Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, he did that grab and hold, move around shit. He did the same shit and outbox fucking BAHKRAM, man, and got that IBS strap from him, man, at 154, man, which is crazy, man. It's real crazy because, like I said, with Josh Kelly, we don't know, what the situation is with Boo Sanders. Boo Sanders, he's talking like this past weekend that the fight when him and Virgil Ortiz is locked in, and that it should be done and should be announcing the date in a couple of days or a week whatsoever. So we just playing the waiting game for us that situation with Boots. I know Eddie Hearn said he wants to make that Virgil fight happen fast because we just had 3 fights. We had 2 fights at 154 that had 3 fights. I mean, 3 straps on the line. You know what I mean? 3 titles. So like with that being said, like shit, Josh Kelly's allegedly supposed to be signed to fight Boots Sanders if Boots don't fight Virgil. So we'll see if that happens like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care to see Boots fight Josh Kelly. It plays. I know what's gonna happen in that shit, but we'll cover it if it ends up happening. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? For sure. Yeah, my boy Ron Walker said Kelly is ass and would get dominated by Boots, but we know Eddie will play keep away with him. Yeah, bro. That's why I said I'm not 100% sold that Kelly will fight Boots next. I'm not sold on that. The reason why I'm not sold on that is because we seen Eddie Hearn play keep away with Conor Ben from Boots and is at 147. So why would he let a new champion in Josh Kelly that's from his town in the UK fight Boots Ennis and lose his title right away? Because we know Boots Ennis will beat the shit out of Josh Kelly. We know that for sure. That's why I'm not that confident in Eddie Hearn on that shit. Unless he really fuck with Boots Ennis that heavy where you like, hey, Josh Kelly, you got to fight Boots. And he put his ass in there. You know what I mean? Which I'm not that confident in him doing that. But like I said, we'll see. But Josh Kelly is not that good though. He's not crazy to me at all. Boots washes him, in my opinion. And he think he gonna be able to grab and hold and move around the ring and shit and that. No, he like Boots then learned his lesson on the cutting off the ring from the fight with Karen. You know what I mean? Like he know how to cut the ring off. Like that'll definitely be murder she wrote for fucking Josh Kelly if they line that shit up for sure. I says quickly, she said, look, he gonna say he ain't mean it that way or deny. He said that he exactly. But he can't deny it though, because for one, y'all know I'm gonna clip this shit up after I get off this show today. I'm gonna clip that part up, and I will bring it on the show Wednesday. So he can't deny it for one. Then for two, if he denied, I would kick his ass off the fucking show immediately if he do. And after I play the clip, like facts. That's just facts how it's gonna be. You know what I mean? Like Hacker know that. That's why he ain't said shit about that shit, because he know he said that shit. He know he was in 4K saying that if Devin and Shakur fight, Devin should take a rehydration clause. So ain't no fucking way he could deny that shit. It's on the show Saturday. And I will get the clip for that shit for sure. My boy Rod Walker said Devin is a felony level cutler runner. He has the talent, but when given the choice to engage in boxing violence, he chooses hugging. Man, yeah, man. And the crazy part, like T.O. didn't have no power behind his punch, and that's why Shakur, you know what I'm saying, was in the pocket with his ass. You know what I mean? That's why I said it was just like some people don't see like the resume and see how some of these fights are being match made and see like you got like going into these fights, I look at resumes, I look at their footage, looking at these fighters on how they, how they fought in their previous fights and everything, and seeing, measuring up the styles of a fighter, whether they're in orthodox or they in southpaw and everything, just measuring everything up from the resume and the footage, and you just looking at the resume and the footage from both guys, it just looked like Shakur, this was a shoe-in win for him. A shoe-in win for him when you measure everything up, man. That's why when I did my prediction show Saturday, I'm going over the resumes of the guys to show y'all, like, okay, this guy, he ain't fought in a year, or he ain't fought in 2-3 years. He's been inactive. His last fight, he lost the fight. Oh, his last couple fights, he had, a couple decisions that was very close. So, you know what I mean? And then he's fighting this guy that's, 18-0 and shit. Like a prime example. I'll give you a prime example, matchmaking that was on some shit this weekend. William Scold. Y'all remember William Scold that fought Canelo last year in May for Cinco de Mayo? He fought this past weekend. He fought this guy Bank. That was 17-0. That's from Denmark. Bank stopped William Skoll in the 12th round in that fight. Stopped him in the 12th round in that fight. You know what I mean? And the guy Bank moved on to 18-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you measure up and you ask, like, damn, what the fuck happened with Canelo? Why the fuck does this guy Ty Bank stop fucking William Skoll and Canelo couldn't stop William Skoll last year? You know what I mean? Like, you ask questions like that, looking at their resume. You know what I'm saying? You like, damn, Skoll was there for the leg for Canelo and fucking Canelo cut off the ring and stop this motherfucker. But then he got a guy that's from Denmark, a guy that nobody and fucking get stopped by this guy Ty Banks this past weekend. That just show you this matchmaking in this game, bro. For real, that matchmaking be nasty work, it be wild, man. But y'all fans, us as fans, like y'all looking in predictive fights and stuff. Look at the box rec, look at their resumes, look at their footage and everything. Going into these fights that you betting on for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it just shows the emphasis for like I mentioned with Castillo, with fighting the Saudi Arabian guy. You know what I'm saying? The Saudi Arabian guy, 7-0-1. Castillo coming off 3 losses. He fucking dominates the Saudi Arabian guy Zayas. You know what I mean? Like got dropped in the first round and then dominated every round after that, up until the 8th round, the final round. You know what I mean? Like that's matchmaking gone wrong right there. Matchmaking. William Skoll was set for Ty Banks to get his ass whooped, and he got his ass whooped. He was set for Canelo to get his ass whooped for Canelo as well, and Canelo didn't kick his ass. He ain't do shit. Landed the most less punches was in a fight damn near in history. You know what I'm saying? That whole entire weekend, along with Devin Haney and fucking Jose Ramirez and Ryan Garcia and fucking Rolly Romero and shit. Like nasty fucking work, man. What's poppin' with my boy T Hill, brother? What's good, bro?
Hey, you cooking, man. I'm sitting here listening to you cook. Go ahead and cook, man. When we start to go into it, we can go into it. But I did send you some, I'm going to put it in the back chat so you can play it too. Because, we got some exuberant folks because of what they saw. We got revisionist history. We got
matter of fact, DM it to me. DM it to me on Instagram.
On Instagram, bad. I'll do that for you. But go ahead and cook, man. I'm on the process of dropping my aunt off.
Okay, then. Yeah, bro. Yeah, brother, man. Much love, brother. You already know. Yeah, send it to me on IG. I'll definitely play that shit and get it real quick. For sure. Now, let me see something. Hold on. Stay on there talking real quick. T Hill, I got to go in and go back out for some reason. I can't hear you. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Let me see if I hear shit. You said it to me, yeah. Let me play something real quick. I'm still off of this.
Yo, I thought he was fast, he was slow. I should have stopped his ass, but he started fighting back. He started fighting. I said, oh, you knocked him down. He started trying to knock me. You trying to knock me out.
But bro, I can play that all damn day, bro. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, that is fucking hilarious, dog. And Rob Walker said if Shakur was his biggest payday, it is tank or bust. It's hard to say you are the best when you haven't having contemporary, you have not fault. Facts. Yeah, that's the thing with Tank and Shakur, bro. And I'm on record. I want to speak about that shit since everybody that conversation has been about from. I see y'all Shakur fans out there. Y'all been speaking, talking about, oh, now we know why Tank don't want to fight Shakur and all of that weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had his opportunity in 2024. He didn't take upon it. You know what I'm saying? In general, this fight with Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson has to happen in due time. It has to happen. Like, I would be totally saddened if this fight never happened between these two guys. No cap, because they will be walking around the world throughout their whole entire life, and everybody's gonna be telling these guys, "Why you didn't fight Shakur, Tank? Shakur, why you didn't fight Tank?" Everybody's gonna be asking that question. You feel me? And that should never be a question for real at all. You know what I mean? Just like with Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. That's a fight that had to happen. It had to happen because they was going to get them same questions if they never fought each other. You know what I mean? And that's why I say with these fights, that's legacy fight because it's both legacy fight for both guys between Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. That fight has to happen in due time, regardless. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it personally being 2026 with the path that they both on right now, but 2027 it can be more of a conversation because hopefully they can clear up their schedules and hopefully they'd be lit for that shit for 2027 for real. You know what I'm saying? But the comparison that people giving like he has a compare like y'all comparing Tank with Teofimo Lopez is fucking laughable to me. Like Tank would stop. Tank would have stopped T.O. Tank would. That's a difference in that shit. If y'all want to talk about it, y'all really want to go there. Tank would have stopped T.O. T.O. wouldn't have been in there 12 rounds with Tank. The real shit. If y'all want to be realistic, you feel me? Like that. That's just the fact of the matter. He wouldn't have been in there with motherfucking Tank for 12 rounds. Tank would have got T.O. ass out of there. Tank has great footwork. Tank can box. Tank is a boxer puncher. That's what y'all don't realize. He's a boxer puncher. The best attribute as far as the reach and the range with Tank and Shakur, that's a big factor for sure in that fight. But I think Tank's power, his explosiveness can catch and get Shakur, and he will have opening opportunities in that fight. So motherfuckers up here talking like Tank is a layup for Shakur and like all that little bullshit talk. Like y'all can miss me with the bullshit because that shit is totally fucking cap. Like if that's the case, tell that nigga to come prove it then. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. You know what I'm saying? I was happy for Shakur to put on the performance he did, so it hopefully encourages Tank to push the button for the fight with Shakur Stevenson. Honestly, then that was what I was hoping for. I hope Shakur put on a great performance to where it make this nigga Tank be like, fuck it. Let's go and push the button and really press this nigga on getting the fight. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, J man, you just said what hey, it damn sure wouldn't be no fucking smoke session like that. Hell no. T.O. got sweet damn near. Shakur damn sure won't be. Shakur be in that bitch. I thought he was running from Edwin De Los Santos. Y'all don't think he ain't gonna run for this power behind Tank Davis? Miss me with the bullshit. Like, miss me with the bullshit. Like, are you shitting me? Like, I know you ain't shitting me on that. That's why I said all of that conversation right there, all these people talking about, Shakur or Watch Tank and shit, that's not the case at all. Like, we want to see that shit. They get in the ring, we want to see if that shit true. 100%, you feel me? And they doing this punk ass comparisons. Oh, Tank couldn't beat Lamont Roach. He winning a draw with Lamont Roach and shit like that. Hey, motherfuckers have a bad night. It's cool. But I know that rematch, if they rematch, shit will probably be different, totally different in that fight. Because Tank see the openers in to beat Lamont Roach. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers, every dog has his fucking day.
Cam, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Some people can maybe get offended or whatever. I don't care.
Go ahead, Ballas. I'll go and cook real quick. I gotta go in and go out real quick.
I've been listening to a lot of stuff. The only place that I hear that fight of Shakur and Tank so bad is in the Black American community of boxing. Like other places, I hear people talking Tanks, resolve his court stuff, but other fights, and they want Shakur to fight the 140, 47s. You know, like that fight when he was in 135. In that moment, maybe that happened to catch in the bag, whatever. But now that Shakur did this to Teofimo, I think other people are looking more Shakur to go and fight other fighters, you know, other money fights. Like, I understand the Tank and Shakur in the community and how they want it because, you know, it's two top guys that you want to see it. But in other places, people are looking, they look past that fight. You know, like they see that fight as, well, should happen, but didn't happen, so let me forget about it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not gonna turn down none of those because both of those boxers are awesome. They are master in what they do. So I don't need to turn down Shakur or turn down the Tank to make none of them great because both are great in what they do in their different style. But I should think not people don't get involved so much in that shit. Like, I don't know. Like I want to see Shakur fighting the champions in 140, maybe, you know, cleaning the division, going up in weight class. I don't see Tank going over 135, his body size, you know? And I don't see Shakur coming down back to 135 neither. That's why I see it like that, you know? But that's, you know, my perspective. That's all.
Yo, is it me? Is it me?
You're on now, yeah.
Yeah, but I think I hear an echo. Let me back out.
Stay here with Cam till Cam come back. So, guys, you know, I don't know. Like, when Tank finished that course shit, are you here, Cam? Well, I don't know.
Say something,
Okay.
Malazar.
Yeah. I say what I was gonna say. You hear me?
I can't hear shit. All right, my bad, Malazar bad.
I think it's me.
I can't hear shit on this end. StreamYard is on some goofy shit right now, bro. So I'm gonna have to end this shit real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, bro. So great show, man. I can't hear, so that's why I can't hear. I don't know what it is. StreamYard be on some goofy ass shit. I don't know why the fuck we can't hear shit on this damn fucking app, man. For real, this shit be nasty work, man. But overall, man, we did cover everything for sure, man. Great fucking show. Great showing. Salute to the guys on Pro Boxing Friday. They had a hell of a card on that Friday. Salute to the guys Saturday that fought BAHKRAM and Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly, the new 154 IBF champion. Xander Zayas, the new WBO and new WBA champion at 154. Salute to him as well. Salute to Shushu. Salute to the boy Keyshawn Davis. Salute to Shakur Stevenson, man. Salute to him on getting his win, man, and everything. And of course, y'all already know we will be live Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I got a lit show in store for that shit. I'm already working on that shit. So definitely stay tuned in. Content dropping, man. We're gonna be cooking up today, man, on some topics and shit, man. So keep your notifications set, man, on alerts for the content, man. We definitely gonna be staying active and shit. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Y'all watch this on the playback. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. For sure. Salute to y'all. Much love to y'all. And we are out of here. We will see y'all Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sorry but not sorry. Boxing Talk Wednesdays, man. Salute to y'all.
All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, scene basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 bedrooms. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the be sacred. You bust in, you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it.